Hello and welcome back to the Everwind Chronicles, episode 101. I'm Doug, your dungeon master. We're a group of friends and storytellers telling you a story through Dungeons and Dragons. And where we last left off, the party had traveled to Lyrandil and joined a rebellion and have had a variety of things happen there. And when they had finished their latest successful mission, they returned back to the newest rebel camp, where the leader, Adris, expressed that he was facing a variety of other problems that he was trying to solve, including a mission they ended up choosing to take on, which had to do with weapon supplies. The rebels had a deal worked out with someone for weapon supplies and both weapons and materials needed for repairs and making weapons and that sort of thing. But that this contact, Hethra, had cut off supplies without any communication, and so the party's being sent to try and find out what happened and reestablish the supply lines if possible. And the destination, ultimately, through a long journey, is going to be Asura's hometown of Tiratha, the tiefling city within the country of Alraka. So they went to the coast and found a ship meeting and hiring the Hurricane Sisters, a captain and first mate of growing pirates, basically growing in, sell swords on the seas, growing in notoriety, and working for what seems to be the most powerful and possibly only organized crime organization in Lyrandil, the Odd Boys. After some negotiation, they and meeting Violette Duvant, which was our guest star last week, they eventually set out into the sea and started making their way south. On the way, they got approached and eventually boarded by a ship of the Crown, doing inspections and patrolling the waters, and they boarded, and after an unfortunately very perceptive sergeant saw through Stoic's illusion, covering himself up over to be an orc, and also one of the soldiers apparently finding the tent that they had set up below decks, the magical tent, started raising a lot of eyebrows, and they started getting very alarmed, which then led to them hearing singing a very strange and disturbing song, and emerging from the cabins, a short, young, probably no older than 18 girl walks out across the boards to investigate them, in which they realize that her eyes, the pupils of her eyes, are actually in the shape of a butterfly. After a very intense encounter, they end up fighting her, and probably coming as close as we've had so far to a total party kill. Due to a very tricky fight for all sides concerned. But thanks to some amazing work by Easy and some quick resurrection after Stoic died, fully died in the battle, as a quick resurrection from Zenoa brought him back. We saw, as soon as she had gone down, we saw the Hurricane Sisters and their crew immediately rush across to try and take command of the other ship, now that the major threat was disposed of. And so we're going to pick things back up as you guys recover and start to wake up and help each other, with healing. And I believe everyone has been healed at this point. Nobody's down.
Yeah,
I believe.
Nobody's down. Yeah.
And so you're basically kind of in the moment of waking up and kind of recovering, catching your breath, like in pain and in exhaustion from this fight. Under the decimated body of, near the decimated body of Igra, your main foe. You see the commotion as all the sailors on the ship are making quick work of the other ship as they surround you, helping you dispatch of the last couple of ones that are fighting, and quickly putting to death any that resist. And then you see them starting to tie up and bring everyone else up onto the main deck of the ship. What would you like to do?
What happened to the sergeant? Did he get taken down?
He went down with the guy who was carrying your stuff.
Oh, so I haven't got that far yet.
Yeah, you have seen some sailors go down there after him, but you're not sure what.
I'm gonna go down there, try and get my stuff and find the sergeant.
Okay. So it'll take you a few minutes because it's a bigger ship, and you'll to work your way. In the meantime, what does everybody else do?
I'll go ahead and investigate the smushed body.
I can assist you in doing that.
Okay. Just to see if I can find anything. Obviously, she was connected to the butterfly.
Big pile of goo.
Yeah, just like trying to sift through like a stick.
Yeah.
Just kind of peel
Don't
back.
touch the blood.
Don't touch. Okay. All right. I'll roll for it.
All right. Yep.
Investigation. Well, I rolled 2 16s, so it doesn't matter. Whichever it is.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Skills.
Do you get advantage on investigation?
She
was
said
helping.
she was helping.
Oh.
She assisted me in the process.
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Sorry. 9 plus 6 is 25.
Okay. All right. So
The goo.
yeah, as you approach the mutilated corpse that is crushed and just a mess, you can see lots of just shattered bones and just not a whole lot that there's only bits and pieces basically that only resemble a human at this point.
Yep.
But let's see, a few things jump out at you.
Okay.
First, you see, while a lot of her clothing and everything like that has been torn or smashed or whatever, her gloves seem perfectly intact.
Okay.
As you take a look at them, they do seem to be
Magical.
magical of nature. You see, of course, her sword
Okay.
seems to be
Yeah. Special sword.
very very special.
Okay.
You do see some shattered potions.
No. That sucks. That's,
Whoops.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. Could have probably done a lot.
Could have pulled the punch a little bit.
Could have just done like a. Oh no! The fist is so big.
Yeah.
I could have just flicked the head off, I guess.
You also see a small pouch that seems to have some magical nature to it.
All right. Small pooch.
Yeah. You do see another bag with coins that have been kind of scattered in this process. It'll take you a little bit to gather them, but
All right.
and they're covered in blood and in the mix of it and everything.
Yep. Okay.
So if you want to take the time to gather that up, I'll give you the number.
I'll take the time.
Okay. That will be 300, but it's going to take you about 15 minutes to do that.
Fair enough.
You also see, kind of to the side of the main impact, you see what looks like the remains of her arm. And, as you're kind of like looking over and inspecting and removing the glove and everything like that, you notice something under the sleeve. And so you pull back the sleeve, and on the inside of her forearm, via what looks like scars that seem self-imposed and just very rough and jagged, you just see the word remember. Lastly,
Oh wow.
you also see, in her kind of belt, like pouches, you see, scraps of parchment.
Okay.
And as you kind of look through them and which ones are readable, through the blood and everything that's starting to seep in. You see what looks like recipes and like food recipes.
All right.
But as you kind of look over them, and you it's kind of strange. You notice a couple of things as you look over several of them. One is that all of the titles of the food seem to have something to do with memory. And as you read through the ingredients, like there's always at least one thing wrong. So it's like you'll see like bread of remembrance, flour, cinnamon, fresh butter, blood of the disloyal, eggs.
Cool.
Here's a new Thanksgiving recipe.
You'll see like dumplings of something forgotten. You see must remember soup, like just like frantically scrambled, and it's like mountain vegetables, mild peppers, something important I forgot, potatoes, basil.
Okay.
It's like every one of them has at least one thing that's just disturbingly wrong about
Okay.
it. And Isa, you're kind of reminded of some other scraps of paper you found.
Yeah. There's some scraps of that still.
They
Belladonna.
remind you of the same type of thing. Like the
Gotcha.
the weird, desperate scribbling of like nonsense. And things like that,
Gotcha.
You're trying to do the Great British Bake Off.
British makeup.
All right, what is everybody else doing while he does this?
Zanella. Thank you.
Yeah. How about we all take a sip for a second?
Can
Just around me. I'm gonna cast
fantastic.
prayer of healing.
I don't think I could get
Okay.
up if I tried right
So just everybody gather around Stoic's body. 10 minutes.
Am I really just all of you looking down on me right now? Is that what's happening?
Because I don't think I'm too far from you. I'd probably just like scoot like, to the ground. It's like,
Little powwow.
yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast prayer of healing on everyone.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
see.
You also see Sakosa make her way downstairs. You see a couple of the other sailors who are still on the ship starting to be very curiously looking through the pile of stuff on the deck.
No!
Bear's pile of stuff?
My pile of stuff. Oh, bag of holding. Our stuff's everywhere.
Everybody gets 17 points of healing.
All right, 17 points healing.
Except Bear, he was not there.
Right.
Yeah.
No, okay. I can tell you later.
No, it's fine. You're good. I'm actually okay.
Excuse me. I have to collect my things.
You said so polite.
Get your grubby paws off.
There we go.
Roll an intimidation check.
Let's go.
Grubby, paws off.
I said the most maniacal way with a natural one.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic.
I said as a question, grubby paws off.
Yeah, like one of them kind of glances at you for the quickest second, but
That's
they don't
funny.
seem to be even hearing you.
That's good.
Stella, can me help me get help with our stuff, yeah?
Yeah. When I walk over there, and I go, you just seen what we did to the last people that tried to take our goods. Back off.
Roll an intimidation check.
You got this. Be intimidating.
Isn't there something I have advantage of that for? Maybe.
Probably have disadvantage with him.
It's 11.
Oh.
11. One of them who's a little bit burlier with this kind of scraggly, black beard is like, I think you brought this trouble on us. I think you owe us something.
Yeah.
You got a lot of nice things here. Things we might like.
And I'll tell you what, I'll let you have first dibs on that whole big ship over there. But the stuff we brought with us is going back with us.
Well, if I know my captain, we're gonna have dibs on that ship anyway. I'm just saying, you know, I think you owe us something for the trouble. And you hear the couple other ones just kind of like nodding and like, yeah.
You may not like what I'm going to give you.
Well, the way I see it, you've been through the ringer, mate. You sure you want to pick a fight with us right now?
Nope. But this is a long voyage.
That it is.
And I just start picking up all the shit. The mic stuff. Spoons.
Okay. Alright.
After we get that cleaned up, I would like to go look at the body if I could. And,
He lets you, but he's like, this isn't done.
What's your name, sailor?
What's your name?
Sailor.
You'll find out.
There's so much testosterone.
That's good.
So, by the time they get done with this, you're able to find, with the help of some other sailors, basically bust down the door that they've. The sergeant's kind of barricaded himself in with the other guy, and who immediately drops the stuff. Like,
Looking at the
are they following orders? But they're immediately bound and brought up, and
Okay, sweet.
you see like everybody's been kind of lined up and down the deck on their knees with their hands
Did
tied
they-
behind them.
Did they check the sergeant? Did they search him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure he was.
You're seeing a very, you know, as you look around, you're noticing there's a very practiced way about the way they're doing this. Like they've done this a number of times before. You see them very quickly and methodically working their way from cabin to cabin, like
Okay.
kind of sweeping the ship, opening crates and barrels to see what's in, taking some, grabbing other, leaving others, like, you know, very quickly getting sacks and stuffing anything that looks valuable in there. And just very quickly stripping the ship of anything that they think they might want. All the weapons from the people, or even daggers or anything, are gathered up into you know, sacks and stuff like that, and transported back across the ship and taken below deck. You know, this seems to be very practiced in the way they're doing this.
Yeah, I'll just kind of watch, and I guess I'll not necessarily help, but just kind of be a presence there on the other ship, just kind of taking in information, helping where I can, but mostly just like kind of making sure that, like, oh yeah, okay, so yeah, all right, yeah, that's good, yeah.
All right. So, Sakosa comes back up onto the deck and kind of walks over by the plank, and Fyra like comes back across. And you see them kind of talking for a second with low voices. What are you doing?
I guess I'll eventually come back over to you guys.
We're all on our ship,
Mhm.
right? I'll just sit back and cast Great Thoughts on Lilith.
Okay. Which one?
Is the redhead the captain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On her.
I miss being able to read lips.
Oh.
Yep, that'd be fantastic right now.
It would be nice. Wouldn't it be nice?
Alright, so
17.
wisdom 14?
17.
17.
Fire.
No, Byra.
Fire.
Like the second level fire spell.
Squirrels. Well,
Viagra.
Vibe.
Yeah, she rolled an 18. Yo.
She is captain.
Yeah, so you try to, but you're encountering a mind that seems stronger than you anticipated. Like somebody who's very mentally strong. Surprisingly, you know, I know you weren't here last episode, but like basically the it's surprising because she has given off this persona of like devil may care and you know, kind of impudent and maybe even half drunk. Like she's not given the impression of a captain who has her stuff together. But you know, it's like you are immediately met with this kind of mental strength that kind of repels you, and it's surprising from her.
I was just gonna. So, everybody okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Been through worse.
Hey,
Really?
Yeah.
am I remembering correctly? I think we found a couple more like storage options
Storage options.
besides our bag that got turned inside out.
Well, you found that cold box, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, we got a cold box.
That's the thing that we thought you would demagicked, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, and I want to go over to her body, and I want to lift her eyelid and see if her pupils are still butterflies.
Okay. Yeah, so you go over to her crushed skull.
I can never remember how they die.
Yeah.
Well.
An eyeball that is not in the socket.
Yeah.
Do I
How
see
did
it?
we murder
Yeah,
Bobo?
kind of like you're not gonna have a choice but to like kind of pick it up to angle it and look,
Okay.
and it's still the shape of a butterfly. And as you look into it, like kind of deep in the black of the pupil, you think you see some sort of fire.
That's what I thought.
Oof.
Zarek, I know it's kind of gross, but can you put this in your box?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's a chest, but yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Or it's fairly big.
Which gets some very uncomfortable looks from some of the sailors standing around.
Oh, I want to eyeball that one dude the whole time I'm carrying it. And
Got some nice,
Doug's making
He's
notes.
still just kind of giving you the stink.
I figured he was. I figured he was.
you have some nice eyes.
I think that may aid us later.
It will, yeah.
It's good for our benefactor to see.
I'm definitely noticing a pattern here.
Yeah, we keep
Unfortunately.
almost dying.
Yeah.
Well. Yes. Miss Tara. I guess I'll go walk over and talk to the captain.
I'll go with you.
Okay, so they.
Fira.
Sorry for the disturbance.
Well, you ought to be. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with all of you?
It's kind of a long list.
Thought you spent some time in Lyrndale.
We did.
That can't be, because anybody who spent any time in Lyrndale, even an idiot, would know not to flash fancy things around the people's guard. What you doing magic around them, trying to hide?
Well, I thought
Not
it
what?
might be easier.
Not that I have a problem with that, mind you. But what's you doing getting caught?
That's a valid point.
And what's this idiot going over attacking a whole ship by himself?
They took my stuff.
You're beautiful, but that's all you got going for you.
Well, I mean, we survived.
From the looks of it, barely.
True, but that seems to be our pretty common for us.
Oh, that's right, calming for me. That's right, reassuring, let me tell you.
Well, the surviving part seems to be common. So, do you think that the people are going to come looking for their missing ship?
Oh, hi. I think it's going to be quite a problem when one of their major ships doesn't come back, especially with whatever that thing was that you were fighting. Doesn't seem like somebody who's going to go missing easily.
Is that a good means of scuttling the ship, yeah? Sinking it? No traces of it to be found?
Aye.
Is that the plan?
Is it better to
think
sink
there's
it
nothing for it.
or to just leave it afloat with the bodies on it and just let them wonder?
What, and leave people alive to let anyone who finds them, let them make their way back to the Crown if they're not found by the People's Armada in the first place, to let them know that we were the ones picking a fight with their ship.
No, I didn't
not
say
the
to
live
leave
ones.
anyone living
Yeah.
down there.
And Sakosa just kind of quietly is like, that's not going to happen anyway.
So then, wouldn't it be better than just dumping them all overboard? Just to put them back on the ship like they were attacked?
I'm saying we're going to scuttle the ship and kill them all, so there's no chance of word of this getting out. There's nothing for it. We can't leave any witnesses to this.
No, I don't want to leave witnesses.
You're just trying to tell a story.
Yeah,
Maybe throw them off our track.
that's what I'm thinking. If it's gone, they're gonna search everywhere. If they find it and they know they were attacked, then they'll probably blame the resistance.
Oh, hi, and then they'll have a resistance ship running around out here, and they double their ships and start searching for everything they can.
I think we can trust the captains on this one.
It's best to burn it.
That's a good point.
Leave no trace.
We'll leave these matters to you then.
We, for what it's worth, we do apologize for the mess, and if we can help clean up it from here on out, let us know.
Right, well, we will be remembering. She kind of gives a nod to she turns and just nods to the people still across at the other ship. And you see as they just start going one by one and slitting throats of the kneeling men. You see another couple, 4 different guys, each of them two by two, carrying barrels across the planks onto the other ship, and you see them like crack it open and start dumping some sort of liquid over the decks.
I just kind of like force myself to watch. Like I definitely want to turn away, but I just make sure that I watch what happens.
And you see some of them face it kind of stoically and bravely. You see men praying. You see a number of them begging to be spared and that they won't talk, and they have families and they have kids and they have elderly parents and they have this and that and the other, and they're they could join the crew, they could become pirates, whatever, like there's all kinds of
I think during the begging people, my hand will absentmindedly kind of go to the silver flames and the Eldris pine straw. Just kind of slowly kind of rubbing that for strength as that's going on. Yeah.
But slowly, those sounds die off as one by one they're silenced, followed by gurgles of men drowning in their own blood, and then death. As you see just a growing pool of red across the deck of the other ship. And then you see the other 4 men come back out as everyone else makes their way back across the planks. And you see the ropes lashing the ships together are cut as the planks are drawn in. And the rudders turn to start drifting away from the ship as you start seeing smoke billowing out from underneath the ship. You see Fyra start giving orders to set sail and get away. At full speed.
Captain, is there any? I know I've offered my help, but what can I do right now to help you guys out? Or is it best to just stay out of your way? I would love to be of assistance here.
Well, something like this is a bit stressful on everyone here.
Yep.
So it's you do something to smooth things over with the crew, that'd go a long way for you. I can't always protect you from everything.
Yep.
And, well, of course, you're going to be helping if we run into anything else on these seas. There's plenty to run into.
How many crew members? I don't have like an exact number, but it's like, is it 50? Is it 100? Like, how many have we seen?
Let's see. On a ship this size, you've probably seen about, you're not sure exactly. 40. Give or take.
Okay. I will. I'll take out 80 pieces of gold. I'll give it to the captain. Make sure the crew gets this. Would that help?
2 gold. Right, generous.
Not made of money, but what I can do.
Well, I guess we'll find out, won't we? So she takes the gold from you.
Yeah. Anything we can do to help?
It'll help that we split the loot of the ship we took.
Oh, I think you can have most of that. I don't know if we...
I mean, whatever you find on the girl is yours. You killed her. But we took the
fair.
ship, so
That's
we
fair.
split it among the crew.
I'm good with that.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't a question of whether we would or not.
You're a shrewd negotiator, but I like it.
Get out of my way. I got stuff to do.
All right.
She goes back to overseeing the ship, getting at full speed. And,
Yeah.
shouting orders and you guys get going.
I think it may be better if we make ourselves scarce for a little while.
We can hang out in the tent, I suppose.
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. Have to look over some of these things that I've discovered.
Oh yeah. Did we find some cool stuff? We can tell us in the tent.
We could talk as a tent,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's go. I know I could use a rest.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And I guess we'll I was gonna invite Violette, but I don't know how we should let Violette do her thing.
Yeah. She's friendly, but I think we know where her loyalties lie.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And I'll set up my base once we get in there.
Well, so you go open the door to go downstairs, and you're kind of met by Sakosa, who had kind of gone back downstairs for a second. And she kind of looks at you guys and says, "Follow me."
Okay.
Okay.
She leads you down the hall into and opens the door labeled Captain's Quarters. And as she's walking, she says, "Everyone on this ship has a job. And right now, as your guest, you're not really part of our crew, but you will still have a job, and that is a job not to be an idiot like this again. That tent needs to be packed up the instant you're not using it. If you hadn't seen through your illusion, that would have given us away anyway. And you have a lot of things that could attract a lot of attention on you. So if we ever get boarded again," and she walks over to the side to a bookshelf that seems lined with a number of nautically themed books. And she pulls on the side, and it opens on a pair of hinges, and exposing basically like an empty closet space. And she's like, The minute we give you the order, you'll take anything of value and put it in here.
Okay.
Understood.
Anything that you don't see the lowest commoner at Lyran will carry goes in here. Because I swear, if you ever endanger our crew again because of your stupidity, I will personally see you to the Nine Hells myself. With that, she closes the door and gestures for you to leave.
Well, guess we'll definitely be a little more careful next time.
Indeed, yeah.
That was too close.
We should talk in the tent, though.
All right, so you make your way back to your cabin, duck into your still set up tent, and it's yours.
That's a little too close for comfort, guys.
Indeed. Let's be sure we lost you.
Wait,
We did.
what?
That's what you were
Did
doing.
you go down?
To be honest with you, I don't remember much. But I definitely know that was not an injury that I think I would have made it through.
Oh.
He was gone.
I bet you brought him back.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you were there.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I've never died. I've never died before.
First time for everything.
Indeed.
Sora kept saying that she saw stuff when she died, and I didn't see anything.
Does that trouble you?
Yeah, would you want to?
Yeah, I don't know what I expected. So I don't really know where that leaves me. But I didn't see shit, I forgot his name. Oh, because with a B.
Bolgash.
Bolgash, thank you. But I didn't see Bolgash, which
Hey.
Who's Bolgash?
Oh, don't say his name.
if you say it too many times, I'm worried he'll show up. Jeez.
Just a reminder, you did hear something.
Did I hear something?
You definitely did hear something.
Yeah, there was a little scene there that you played out.
Yeah.
It was really late, guys.
Yeah.
It was really
I don't remember it either. I mean, I'm with you. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah. That was after midnight.
I
It's
do
very fair.
remember, yeah.
Okay, Brad, call me real quick. What did I hear?
It was a very soft, very quiet voice. And you have this feeling of it. It's like a presence, like an overwhelming presence that seems to look through you for a moment before saying, "You're not ready," and sending you back.
Got you. Okay. But I didn't see anything. I just felt and heard it. Okay. I didn't lie. But it's kind of sad. The reason I was asking to let that ship float is I was going to message Adris and see if they wanted us to leave one of the rebel masks on the ship. Because if they thought the rebels could take down their ships,
Well, I mean, who else are they gonna think took down the ship anyway?
I don't know. If we would have left the mask, it would have definitely left the message.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
But does the captains know that we're part of the...
No.
I don't think we are. I don't
No,
think that's a good thing to keep
I
to
couldn't think of it is a good thing to keep to ourselves.
Yeah.
I just couldn't think of a way to do it without them finding out. So
I think
If we could get word back to Adris, I mean, he could spend this. I mean, that's...
we can make that happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that.
You can talk to him.
Yeah, but just him. because he, unlike most people we've met here, actually trusted us. So,
But you also may want to include this bit of information. And I divulge the things that I found upon the corpse of
Igra.
Especially the parchment pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I'll reveal them and say, what do you guys make of this? Does this make... Obviously there seems to be a common theme of madness, but key pieces that go into each one of these. Anything that you can tell from this?
Rainbow.
Roll an intelligence check.
get it, girl.
Oh, Mandor. Oh, no. 5.
Oh
It's like scrabblings of a mad woman.
What I saw on her arm is that remember.
The guy, the guy that like the multiple was the duplicitous wizard. He had a butterfly thing too, right?
Do I recall that or no?
You didn't actually see anything.
I don't think I saw
I
anything.
didn't see that.
Yeah.
You just saw him heavily imply he started the dark
Oh,
fire.
okay, that's what it is.
That
Oh,
was
we're talking
fire.
about the creepy multiplying guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he was crazy.
Indeed, yeah. I think he was enhanced
Mhm.
with whatever this dark energy is.
Yeah,
You've seen this before.
we have
We have indeed.
How many times have you guys encountered this?
5 times.
That's a lot.
Is there reason to believe that these people were once,
People,
sane, and then
Yeah.
this fire
actually,
took
yes.
hold of them?
That's my theory anyway. We don't know.
We've
How?
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Huds has the ability to interrogate anyone because they're so powerful that we have to dispatch them.
Well,
We can't.
from what we can tell with their mind, could they even take an interrogation? We don't know.
It's possible, yeah. I think.
You did have the dream.
We
did
did
have
have
the
a dream.
Yeah. We had a companion that knew some of them previously to them acquiring the fire, and from what she said, they were completely different people
Yeah.
before then,
Indeed.
and we trust her. So
And you've never seen anyone after
Mm.
the fire. It's
Oh, wait.
someone
We've only met people.
healed
that-
of it, or
Oh no. It's a fire that cannot be. I guess it can be contained, but it cannot be stopped.
we just don't know how it can be contained.
Right.
you have friends in high places. Did you ask them?
I don't think they know either.
Yeah, I was honestly thinking about that,
Hmm.
but I need to think more before I make a decision.
Adris doesn't know.
We've had a little bit of experience with this dark fire, dark fire. But it's just as much a mystery to the rebellion as it is to you guys. I don't think we've had quite the experience with empowered individuals, I guess, as you've had. Was that was the fire like inside them?
Not clear, but
I mean, it was, I can't remember if it was in their person or if it was in an object near their chest. I thought the brother had it in him.
You did.
So far, what you've seen has been in their body
Yeah.
somewhere.
Igra bleed red blood.
It has been in their bodies. If you take a closer look at that eyeball, I think you'll see what I mean.
I mean, I saw our eyes. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is, but it would make sense that something this powerful would fracture a mind of just a normal person. So these scribblings are of a person who has been seriously inflicted by something. They've gone mad.
Indeed.
I mean, if you kill the body,
Mm-hmm.
do you kill this fire, or
No.
we have this fire on the ship with us?
It's safe-ish.
Is that a theory?
Well, one that I hope to find more detail about. I have a
We'll
friend
pull
who
out-
might be able to reach
I'm
out
just gonna
to.
pull out the eyeball.
Yes, please.
And I want to examine the pupils up
Yeah.
close as I can.
Okay.
I know.
Investigation, I guess.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
I think I want to see.
He's gonna look
I'm
at
kind of
his
curious
eyes.
if the
Take all
butterfly
shit.
is like, if it's almost like it's a fire moving, like a fire flickering. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Okay. Roll.
No, it's a 10.
I mean, the 10. I mean, it looks strangely like the pupil itself has been reformed.
Mhm.
Like it's the pupil itself, like it's natural almost. Like it's naturally supposed to happen that way. Of course not.
Yeah.
But deep inside of the black of the pupil, like behind it, you do see that kind of flicker of white and black flame with alternating between the white and black that's darker than the pupil.
Mhm. Yeah. This butterfly symbol, it looks like it's flickering with fire.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It can't
That's
be
what we've seen.
contained. Just, we need to be very careful with it. And I have a friend that knows quite a bit about this stuff, but I'm gonna reach out and see if they have any advice. So,
One thing's for certain is that the Crown is either heavily involved in the creating of these fire and inflicting it upon its citizens for their own gain. So,
I don't think it's them. I think there's somebody pulling strings in multiple countries.
that might be, but it's most prevalent in this country than we've been seen anywhere else.
Well, it was pretty prevalent in ours.
It was, but so far.
Have I ever seen anything like this or heard stories of this?
Roll a history check.
19.
19. The closest thing that comes to mind is, and you don't even know for sure if it's the same thing, but you heard when you first left Mandor and you were hearing, merchants and the way they talk and just, talk rumors about to each other all the time, spread news and things like that. You did hear of a fire in the Everwood that nobody could put out, but nothing beyond that.
But I got a lot of other cool shit. I show some of the items. Yeah, I'll definitely. I'm not quite adept with the martial arts here, and I present the sword and I say, I don't know, one of you would be obviously a bear and be the most equipped in dealing with this. But I guess, yeah, I don't know.
If you're offering, I'm gonna
Between you or Asura, I guess, only two people who are sword wielders, right?
Okay.
I carry some, but
Oh, okay.
kind of want some magical stuff. They're kind of jealous of you guys. You have a lot of cool magical items. I mean,
That's
not really
true.
cool, but
You got the Saber Blade.
I do. Yeah, it's really
magical.
cool. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
Is that a dagger or an actual sword?
it's a sword. You guys have a lot of cool stuff.
I guess you can dual wield.
What did you get in the dragon's cave?
Gold and a bow, which I gave to Sarek.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
You once had a magical trident at one point. There's a tree.
You guys gotta bring up that trident every time.
Because I would have given you my belt if you still had that trident.
Well, don't remind me of that. Got a belt and a trident.
The big bad at the end's going to have the trident and everything.
I'm gonna get that trident back.
Well, and besides, that was so situational. It's not like it's any use right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
on a sea adventure. Done.
Oh.
Command a sea creature.
I just cry every night to my lost trident. It's fine. Okay. Stupid stoic. Ruining my plan.
Are you still doing items or?
Yeah, I'll hand him the sword and I'll start.
Okay.
Just to double check, you can only have 3 things attuned to you, right?
Yes.
At a time. All right. And so
Yep. Starting to get to the point of having to make choices.
make choices now.
Yep.
And I'll say also, I've also had this from the Dragon's Hoard. I reveal the brooch. Brooch?
Brooch.
Brooch?
Or brooch. I think
We
brooch.
didn't know how to pronounce this.
Brooch.
Brooch,
Yeah,
brooch.
brooch.
I've actually heard it both ways on this one.
No.
The jewelry.
The jewelry.
Uh-huh.
The brooch of shielding. And I said this is very powerful piece of magic here that will protect you from things that can basically do force type damage. And it also stops the magic missile. If you guys remember my ability to
It
do that.
stops the magic missile.
You are immune to the magic missile.
Oh,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
I'm not gonna lie, I really want that. But if somebody else needs it, I
I can take one more thing, but I just got the sword, so I can.
I miss. Does it raise your AC?
No, it just makes you resistant to force damage and immune to magic missile.
Do we want to give it to Asura, actually?
Yeah.
I don't know what she's got. She could probably use some more hit points or.
Yeah, because I got a space open, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying this is good, but I don't have a means to use it.
Why don't you add it and then?
So we can set it aside for
Yeah.
Asura, and then next, like, we can talk with her.
Yeah,
off
and
too,
just
I guess.
set it
Indeed, we can set that aside. But
It's
I
a
will.
brooch, by the way.
A brooch. I was
yeah,
right the
as
first
in,
time.
like a thing you would put like on your cloak to draw it
clink-
close.
clink it together.
Yeah, kind of like the leaves of Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
no, just
The shiny daggers.
Our conversation was more: is it a brooch or a brooch?
What do I say?
It's a brooch.
It's a brooch.
It's what it's listed in. It's in D&D Beyond as a brooch.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's BROOC.
I think I was saying brooch half the time, so that threw me off.
It's not a birch either.
It's not a birch. It's not a tree. It's not a tree of shielding. You just wield a whole tree.
Oh.
So, the sword does require attunement. Are you taking time to?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me send you a link here.
And I'm gonna look over the gloves and the pouch just so I can make sure I know what it is before I start doling them out.
Oh, you gotta spend like 15 minutes with it unless you have
I
a
think it's an hour.
I do have identify.
Oh.
I can ritually pass that as well.
What?
Like 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll show you the.
Knowledge domain. If you need me to identify, there you go.
You should, yeah, because obviously it costs me money to do identify.
Money.
Yeah. So
It does.
yeah, for me it does,
Okay.
at least.
Also-
I think. Yeah. But I do identify as well.
After you do that,
What are we gonna offer, guys?
We haven't been told what we need to offer.
I assume it's gotta be expensive, or magical, or both.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything to spare?
That's what you guys want to get rid of.
Also, do you think we should like throw gold at the thing? Like, would that work?
I mean, the only thing I had to spare was my mace, and I gave that to Snow.
I'm gonna pull up. I've got these boots that I got from the
Chad,
Dragon
you have slack.
Lord.
What? You have slack up.
Made for walking.
Yeah.
I have
Check yours.
this circlet that are magical items that. If anybody
What
wants
did they
them,
do?
it's boots of striding and springing. As those are the boots.
Springy
boots.
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 Its walking speed becomes
Made for
30.
Striding.
You already have 30.
Yeah, I'm already 40.
Let's see.
Dang it. Why is it always not found?
This you can jump 3 times your normal distance,
not found.
though you can't jump farther than your remaining movement will allow. So
Hold on.
Bear needs those.
What?
the boots of striding and springing.
I do like boots. I need some boots.
Yeah.
Just think if you did an overhead swing with your.
Yeah. Boots of, you have taken boots of striding and springing.
You're like what, 9
Wow.
feet tall? Something like that?
Yeah,
And now you can
yeah.
jump 3 times or no.
That's
Sure. I would definitely take those. Boots of striding.
Boots of striding and springing.
and springing.
Okay.
Okay.
The circlet is circlet of human perfection, and this is something
Perfect.
only humanoids can attune to it. The circlet transforms its attuned wearer into an attractive human of average height and weight. The circlet chooses the physical characteristics of the form, such as age, gender, skin color, hair color, and voice. Except for size, the wearer's statistics and racial traits don't change, nor do items worn or carried by the wearer. Removing the circlet ends the effect.
Yeah.
Deception.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but-
it's him or a sir. Those are the two I had in mind for it.
That does make
Especially,
sense.
I mean, well, now that we're out of the place where she can't be seen.
Yeah.
How long you been sitting on that?
It's like the dragon horde.
Oh,
Dragon- it was the dragon horn.
I'm like, dude.
Just
Yeah.
the dragon.
You know? Yeah, we'll figure this out.
So it's not
but-
for Sarah, potentially.
I mean, what do we? I feel kind of bad because now, what do we give to the offering?
I mean, I don't know. The brooch.
Well, let me study these things first, so we can
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
I
we still
can
got.
figure out what's yeah, and then I present to Zenoi. I think you can look at his society. He has the ability to identify these.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
Give me some time.
Yeah, the gloves and the pouch.
Pooch.
I can't read my own writing.
Every time.
It's still not working.
No, it just well, I have to sign in, but then when I sign in, it says sign in. So I sign in, and it says sign in. Anyway, I can figure it out. It's just super annoying. Let me try a different way.
I guess this counts as a short rest, or no?
Yes.
Oh wait.
It took at least a short rest to attune and
Yeah.
do what you guys are doing.
You love it.
I'll take a short rest.
Then I'm ritually casting identify on the
On the gloves
yeah.
and the pouch.
You can. Okay. Okay.
You're doing one each.
Mm-hmm.
And let me
You
just
added
double
it, okay.
check because identify
You
does
added
cost
okay.
something,
The boots?
So that
I
that
thought it
and
did.
Your sword.
I found it. Now I got to.
Last time I checked, I thought it was like
To my-
100
A pearl.
gold.
right? Pearl of 100
Oh, here we
gold.
go.
Pearl.
So if you need help, let me know.
Which
requires subscription.
Would I
So-
found any in my gem?
Oh, the collection.
Or
yeah,
that I-
basically for now, what I'll. Oh well, in your gem pouch.
Yeah, I got gems from the dragon horde.
One word for you.
Roll an investigation check.
Gems and pearls.
16.
16.
I got it.
Yeah, you found 3.
It's added.
Yeah.
And they get
would
burned up?
qualify.
Actually.
Yep, they get
So-
consumed.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do those.
So if you're doing those 2 items, it would be 2 uses, 2 of them gone then.
Okay, and I got 3, so one left.
So you got one more.
One more pearl.
I've added the boots
Yep.
to your.
Another pearl.
Oh, I already did that. Thank you.
Okay, so
I love it.
Oh yeah. I used all of my dice.
this is the gloves and the pouch.
Yep.
Okay. The gloves are gloves of swimming and climbing. So you can look that up.
Loves the swimming.
And the other one is you can also look up. Is called Heward's Handy Spice Pouch.
Heward's.
Heward.
Heward's handy
Swimming
spice.
and what?
Swimming and climbing.
Climbing. Mhm.
Yeah. which is really nice on this open season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give it to the person with heavy armor.
It was 300 gold total.
Did we go total? I collected. Okay.
And say the spice pouch thing again.
Heward's handy spice pouch. Pretty sure if you just search spice pouch, you'll find it.
Spice pouch.
All right. While all that's going on, I'm not going to do it verbatim, but I'd like to pull out my book and message Endurial.
Okay.
And I'm basically going to tell him, I'm going to give him a status update of where we are, and that, because he already knows that we've teamed up with the rebels, I believe. If not, I'll fill him in on that. And
Endurial? Yes. You
yeah. And I want to let him know that we just engaged the people's higher ups, and they had a butterfly eye that has living flame in it, and we now have possession of the eye, and questioning if he has any advice on containment or warnings, or we don't really know what to do with it, and see what he comes back with. I know he doesn't have the message back automatically, but we'll take care of that while we're taking our downtime.
Okay. After a few minutes, you see a reply starting to appear as he says, "Well, I'm very glad that you survived the encounter. The positive side about having one's own realm is that you can create places that are safer and more separated for experimentation. The unfortunate thing, though, is that I have not yet discovered a way to put out or contain dark fire. It is unlike anything I have ever encountered. I have not found anything written of it or anyone. It seems to be a complete mystery and something new, which makes it quite disturbing to someone like me who enjoys knowing things. But so if you are in possession of this eye, I would stress that you be very careful with it. Was it only one eye?
I didn't check the other one. Was there another one?
She had two eyes.
Well, I didn't know. You said her head's all smashed. I didn't know if they were both lying
You
there.
didn't really check. I mean, you took one, and
Okay.
Another eye loose out there.
The rest of that loose in a little later. Second eye. Well, either one of the pirates has it, or they threw it overboard, or something.
If I was wearing those boots.
The gloves,
Mm-hmm.
climbing and swimming don't cost extra movement, and you gain a +5 bonus to strength, to athletics checks made to climb or swim.
Interesting. That is interesting.
I think the circlet or the gloves could be either way, offering or helpful.
Sora really needs that because we don't have any other way to change her
Circlet?
appearance.
Yeah.
I thought about that too. Like I said, we could use it, but we do need to figure out an offering. So we don't need to use everything. We need to get rid of something.
Okay, I'll add the gloves.
Okay.
If we want to get that. And then the spice pouch.
Spice pouch.
Do all kinds of fun stuff.
It's just cute. It appears empty and has 10 charges. You can use an action to expend a charge, speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, and remove a pinch of it. And each pinch is enough for a single meal.
I love stuff like that.
That's cute.
Yeah. great
Do you-
downtime stuff.
Do you gasp excitedly?
I would. Yeah, Stoic would. Like, but you don't have to give it to me. But he's excited.
No, I
about
mean it's
Cosmo.
not mine.
Easy, roll an intelligence check.
Show would.
You.
Oh.
You
I mean,
can have
it can be a group thing.
I'm not much of a
I
cook.
got
But I'll
a
hold on to it for now if you.
Do you
Okay,
like? Do you
sure.
like to cook?
just straight
This
intelligence.
is in character, like do you?
9.
I'm more like
Pretty
to
bad.
mess with people.
Mm.
And
Mess
if
with their food.
well, just with people in general, and if
Okay.
I can add a pinch of, I don't know, cayenne pepper.
Just make it spicy.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
the hottest stuff I
Yeah.
can think of, and like add to people's food. Mm. And I do gotta owe somebody back for spiking my drink.
Okay, then yeah, you can add it.
I will totally hold on to that stuff.
These boots are kind of cool, but I can get rid of them if we don't have anything else to offer. I might just throw it in there anyway, because I don't want to deal with whatever those consequences are.
I mean, the gloves are very
You can just
useful here on the ocean, but I can't see them being quite useful on the land, except for a few circumstances. We could offer those, I think. Spices could come in handy.
We can. I guess we'll see what happens, like. Because we don't know how. Do we throw it in the ocean? Like, do we give it to, like, a person? Like, we don't really know how it works.
We'll talk to the sisters. Get some more clarity on that,
Well,
specifically.
we need,
And
I'll need some time to.
yeah, not now. Now we rest, yeah. For a little bit.
So Noah, we actually haven't chatted. Where have you been for the past 3 months? What have you been doing?
It's called Northfire, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess there's not too much to share as far as you had your training and I had mine. I was probably a little lonelier than yours was, but actually I don't really know what it was like for you guys either.
Well, I mean, you spent the night with us. You got being trained by, what's his name, Drill.
I met your tutor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I met any of your other tutors, but you met mine briefly.
We did.
Yeah. We were in the mountains of Northfire, and there's a lot of hunting and gathering, a lot of just teaching me what it means to survive in the elements. I've never had to do anything like that before.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, I would say it was cold, but my ring kept me pretty warm. Yeah, I don't know. Talon just had a way about her of. We were alone for a while. About as long as I was alone before I got to the Helter Lands and met Kanan and you all. But I don't know, she just has this way about her of feeling like home and I guess teaching me what home looks like. And that Mandor wasn't quite what it should have been to me. But she follows Ildris. And
Oh yeah, that's right.
to necessarily learn too much more about Eldris, because obviously there's mystery to her.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think from what I learned and coming back to, see familiar faces with you all, I think it hit a little harder when I heard that Valen was gone. I was angry. I don't really even know why I was angry.
Maybe he made his choice, I suppose. Do you feel like you kind of got closer to Ildris?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I do. Like, feel her presence more than I guess I have before.
Do you feel her now?
Yeah. What about you? Did your tutor, does she follow Eldris?
No, actually.
She converted you.
Sort of. It's kind of interesting figuring out the journey, because it's kind of like silver flames. It sounds kind of bad, but we kind of collect gods. Like, Chalgren was kind of important early on. Ildris came into play, and then it felt like, oh, okay, so like Ildris will be like the god that I follow. Then when I met Shay helped me tap into my rage, and she introduced me to Malkurian. I'm in like the beginning phases of discovering who Malkurian is. I know he's the god of war, but kind of like how I was when I first heard about Ildris is kind of where I am with Malkurian. I still have an affinity for Ildris. Oh, well. Who was the goddess of death?
Morin.
Morin.
Forgot about Morin. Morin was definitely right before Ildris as well. They're all important to me. Like as I learn more, it's not like any one becomes less important, but they all
simultaneously become a little more important.
Yeah, and they all, like, their roles, their jobs become clearer. And I'm able to tap into Malkurian for, I don't know, just more oomph to my hits. Like, I see kind of very focused. I'm not worried about other things. I'm worried about the enemy for a little bit of time. I'm able to kind of come out of it, but at the moment all I care about is making contact with my enemy.
The last time I saw you and spent time with you guys, you had a lot of rage to get out. Yes?
Oh, yeah. I've gotten it. I've gotten out on a few people since you've been gone. Not these guys, but enemies.
Not Stoic.
Not no.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I don't think I have anything against Stoic.
Could have fooled me the first time I hung out with you guys.
It's been a long journey. I think we've come a long way. Yeah, he seemed to. Yeah.
So you didn't hear from her anymore?
Who her?
Eldris?
Oh, not like when you left. I think I had a moment with her when we were in the Angel Cave, whatever that was. We were going through all the journey. So sorry.
Yeah.
Had a moment with her then, but not since. I don't think. I think that was the last vision I had from her.
Have you heard from Glaive?
No. I mean, we've been kind of cut off communication-wise.
I didn't know what happened.
No idea what happened to her. Guess I should figure out where she went?
I can send her a message.
Can you? Oh, well. Yeah. Can you give me time to write up something?
Yeah, of course.
How long can it be? Can like a super long thing or?
No,
Okay.
just a few sentences, but
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
yeah, of course.
Okay. That's very sweet of you. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I go up to my corner and start writing my note.
What time of day is it right now? Anything?
By this point, it's like into the evening because it was like sunset-ish when you were fighting.
Okay.
It
Is
was-
it like hustle and bustly up on the ship right now, or is it kind of?
It's kind of chilling out. Like
Okay.
they're kind of just in the, the moment. It's just kind of keeping the ship straight.
Okay.
So.
Well, at some point, maybe like after dinner or something. Because I know he just wants to spend like a good 30 minutes to an hour just like sitting on the sea, like just looking out on the sea. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to engage with the captain or anything.
Okay.
And if someone tries to engage with me, I'll probably like roll intimidation, basically. Yeah, she just wants to look and feel free.
Okay. Yeah. So, as you kind of look out, at this point, it's as you emerge out onto the deck, it's dark, and it is at first it's like you kind of stop for a second because it's dark. Like there's lanterns around the ship, but don't know what you expected, but you didn't expect it to be this dark because there's no city lights. There's nothing, around. And for a moment, it's sort of reminiscent of the Helterlands a little bit, in the same way. But as your eyes adjust, and you kind of take some steps forward, making your way towards the front of the ship, and where it seems like there's less activity, and kind of getting away from some of the lanterns that are lit, you notice it's not as dark as you thought it was. As above you are just a stunning amount of stars. And as you kind of look out just over the, you can see just kind of very faintly the line of the horizon, and hearing the sound of the water up against the ship as it moves, and kind of feeling the rocking. It's surprisingly peaceful. Very beautiful, and it's like a juxtaposition of the stars being a sort of ancient beauty juxtaposed with the sea, kind of giving you this feeling of like it has no memory. Like it's just, you're there and gone, and the sea continues, and it's like it's just, you're able to just sort of be empty in a good way.
She likes it. Like a lot. She likes it. And there's like this recognizing that she likes it and how she's acquainted herself with the dark, and how that's when she's most like reminded of Eldris because of the moon, and just being in tune with that darkness, and like wrestling with like the darkness she knew before in her childhood, and like letting go of like fear, or trying to. Yep.
All right.
And I like right before she kind of packs it up and leaves and joins the rest of the group, she's gonna sit there. She's gonna cast sending to her mother, And she's just gonna say, "Hi. I just wanted to say that I really miss you." And that's all.
You hear a voice in response, very quietly, as if she's whispering, like kind of sounds tired.
And I do actually say it out loud this time.
Okay. And she says, Sanoa, hi. I'm glad to hear from you. I hope you're okay. You need to be careful. Your brother's looking for you. Your dad's very unhappy. And getting worse. I love... and cuts off. I think that was what... I'm not sure. Probably got it wrong, but...
I'm not gonna say
When you come back to the group, I give you a letter.
anything. Okay. You're done?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
I think 25 words, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like stuff marked out.
I just kind of went going, it was over 25. Well, that's not important. That's not important.
And I like the idea of more of like there's something really like intimate there, but it's like no,
That happened more eventually.
Yeah.
So, I guess she'll know it's me, even though it says it's me there.
That's why I put that in there.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So you want me to say it's me, Bear? She'll get it.
Well, I guess like maybe just like let her know it's from me.
Are these exactly 25 words? Have any breathing room here?
I think you have. Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You want me to send it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll cast my last symbol.
Last sending of the day.
Hey, Aziri. Which, by the way, I don't know that that's her name.
Oh, that's right.
You do now.
You get eyes from me after I say it. It's me, Bear.
It's me, Bear. Oh
I
no.
hope you're doing okay. It's been a while, and I haven't heard from you. Did you make it home? That's it.
Who are you sending to?
Glaive.
Oh.
That's those adorable things.
Okay.
That's adorable.
Okay, that is adorable.
The fact that it took him like an hour to write that.
Oh man.
Thank you.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
You do not sound the same. I hope you're okay. I hope this is really you. I'm glad to hear you. I did send letters.
Or to the house in the other place.
I didn't go home. In Vesperwind.
Okay, I will relay that. She's glad to hear from you.
Yeah.
She says she hopes you're okay.
Yeah.
She sent letters.
Well, I told her we'd be over before we made it. I didn't think we'd be away this long from our other's place.
Oh,
Okay.
you have somebody to pick those up, or?
We don't know. I guess we haven't heard from our guys in a long time. They probably don't know where we are either. We just because we didn't know where we were going.
Do you know where Vesper went, or why she's there?
What country is she from?
She's from Ishti.
Ishti.
Vesper
But you guys would vaguely know. I mean, Vesperwind is the really large elven nation up to the northwest, or northeast. Ishti is like way down south.
Oh, she's very far.
And
Oh no.
she never actually said she was going home.
Oh,
Like, she had to continue her journey. She's on
I
a... She's
thought
on
she
a-
was going back to like reclaim her throne or whatever.
No, huh?
No.
No, she just couldn't be a part of
Yeah.
Lyrandel's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why she would go there? Did she tell you she was going there?
I misunderstood her. I thought she was like going back home to like, you know, be the queen princess that she needed to be, but I guess she's still doing her like journey. She's in Vesperwind.
Well, I hope she has contacts there.
Ah,
Surely.
Well, she's royalty, so she's gotta know somebody. She's gotta know somebody, right? Easy. Have you ever been to
Am I
Vesperwind?
around you guys?
I don't know. I'm just thinking
Well,
out like
the
that.
I came back in.
Oh, you're in the tent.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were outside talking.
I came back
She
in
came
so
back.
that.
Oh, okay. I do hear all of this.
Are you familiar with Vesperwind? Is that where you're from? Are you from Vesperwind?
How long have you been traveling?
Couple months, almost a year.
Notice my ears? I think they're unique about them.
They're very pointy.
They have a point, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why I'm asking. Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Wait. Hold on a second. I swore. I know for the Everwood, but I thought Vesperwind. I've been in Vesperwind before.
Yeah, so the Everwood, which is just north of Carandia, right? It's the big forest nation
Correct.
there. Vesperwind is
Way further
way
north.
up to the.
Is that where the Tower
northeast.
of Knowledge
That's
is?
where the Tower of Knowledge is.
Okay,
You
sorry,
went
that's what I
there
meant to say.
learn, but
Yes,
you're
okay.
You
from
studied
the
there?
Everwood.
I studied there, but I mean, yes, in a roundabout way. Okay, I wasn't born there, but I was. I'm very familiar with Vesperwind, so I meant this. I was like, I think I grew up there.
Studied that. You peaked there.
I peaked there.
Pointy.
That's right. Okay. It's what the Towers of Knowledge is. That's what I learned.
That's where you study. Yeah.
That's what I learned. Yes.
Isn't it
Maybe
like
she's just studying.
study?
And that's.
I mean, she's studying, but I don't think she's like studying magic.
The elves keep to themselves mostly. Yeah.
Like in a bad way, or just more pretty like.
They're kind of elitist. Yeah. So I don't know what she's doing there to deal with. You know, stuffy elves.
I can talk to her tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am
I
interested.
cast read thoughts on Bear.
Make a wisdom save.
What do I gotta do?
It'll be a 17.
That one.
Okay.
He's
All the thoughts.
He's
It's like, yeah, I just want to know. That reaction was really
Yeah.
intense.
Deepest, darkest thoughts.
Yeah. I guess. Are these surface thoughts or are these like
Yeah, sir.
surface thoughts? Surface thoughts are excitement, and a little like, he's still figuring out his feelings for Aziri, so it's like excitement, but also kind of like, why am I excited? It's kind of like I'm like justifying like, oh, well, she's just a member of the party. Like, I guess I'd be excited to talk to an old friend, but there's more like, okay, I need to work on my letter. I've got a whole night to work on my letter. I need to. What do I say? Do I ask her how she's doing? Do I ask her why she's in Westwind? Why is she in Vesperwind? Oh gosh, I only have 25 words. What do I say?
Okay.
Like those kind of thoughts.
Aziri, is that
Oh, shit.
that's her name?
I have no idea who you're
Her
talking
name.
about.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Shit.
Guys, don't say his new thing. Shit.
That's just what I call her. Her name to me is Iziri.
Pet name.
Sure.
Okay.
But she's Glaive. Her name is Glaive.
Indeed, yeah.
Backing. I did, but
Okay. I know
I
not
don't
Ziri,
know
but I'm
the
like, but
name.
you remember?
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know
okay.
that.
I was
Yeah,
like,
I
you were
told
here.
someone
Yeah, I know.
about
Valen.
Iziri.
Did I tell Valen
Yeah,
about it?
Valen is the one that knew, because I think you let it slip to him by
Yeah.
accident too.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't tell Barrett anything. He will accidentally say all the things.
That was an on-purpose mistake.
like kind of poking
Mm-hmm.
there, but he's like getting nervous, so I'm back off.
Yeah, I'm just like, I mean, I'm not like super in my head. I'm participating in conversations, sipping my tea, whatever we're doing. But I'm also at the same time working on my letter mentally.
What's Eric doing through all this? Because you're still kind of new to the
Yeah.
group.
I mean, there'd be a little bit of observation, but I think after the exchanging of magical items, he'd probably actually go up to the deck for a little while. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of what you were doing, kind of looking over the sea. It's more staring in awe at the sea, because he's never. I mean, little blood pool is not this at all. He's used a little bit of marshland, but this is all water, and it's as far as the eye can see. And probably looking at, is the moon full tonight, or is it like a quarter moon, half moon, crescent?
Tonight there's no moon.
There's no moon. Okay.
Wait, what?
It's all stars.
Yeah. Hiding tonight.
They give each other a glance. Like,
There's what?
just emo. Give each other a side eye.
Emo.
Wallflowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't infringe on my brewery.
No, whatever side she's on, opposite side.
Nice.
Then make my way back down there, probably around dinner time, and
Okay.
just kind of sit back and watch you guys do your thing.
I think Eric is giving Mel's enough. Especially last week when you like took out that guy or whatever.
Oh, in the bar? Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nearly killed him. I did.
Dead.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I was the one that saved him.
Yeah,
right.
Sarah killed a guy.
Sorry, kill the
I
guy.
didn't mean to talk to you about that. You might want to wait a little. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curled up, furiously copying or doing from spellbook to grimoire still. Just
Okay.
like that's like my downtime. I'm just constantly
Okay.
doing that.
Are you keeping track of?
I ain't keeping track of the hours and how much the cost is. Yeah.
Have you tallied how much time it's going to take? Total?
I've been telling the total. It's gonna take a while for every single spell.
Yeah, remember it's at the accelerated rate for copying a book.
Correct.
Not,
Yeah.
Not a new spell.
Correct. Yeah, I did look at that. Even with that accelerate, it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, you got a lot of spells.
Got a
Yeah.
lot of spells.
A lot of downtime too.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah.
Well, if anyone's been paying attention to Stoic, he's just been staring at his tome for the whole time. Just
The
quiet.
angel tome?
My tome, yeah, my book of. Because at first I was messaging in it, but now I've just been staring at it. And shortly after you two have your little thing, Stoic just takes a deep sigh and just kind of rubs something with his thumb in his book. And then I will approach you, and you know, you went down in that last fight, and it made me realize just how much we've kind of grown to depend on you. So, if you'd be willing, I made a space for you to add your name, and I hand you my book, and you notice that like there's only 3 names in there now, and it's Asura and Bear and Easy.
Wait, what is this? This is not. I thought it was the. It's not like the Death Note thing that you've been talking to people with.
It's the same book.
Oh.
It's the same book, but it's a different page, and it has their 3 signatures in it.
What is this?
If you go down again, this will help you fight further.
What do you mean?
Well, it's already been used once. Even though all of your names are in it, it only works for one of you. And that is, if you go down in a fight, this will bring you back from unconscious.
Quite the little book on your hands.
I do. I do.
Okay.
So you'll add your name to my book.
Yeah.
You can now pop back up with 1 hit point.
Do I see the name that's like wiped
No,
out?
you won't see the name that's gone,
Okay.
but you'll just see just their 3 names.
Okay.
Oh, Valen's like,
Yeah, I know exactly who. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can only have 4 names,
Yeah.
and I was gonna
Suck it,
hold
Alan.
on to it,
Yeah.
and I was gonna hold on to it for as long as I could, but then like seriously, that fight and her going down, I was
Yeah.
like,
No,
because in the
dangerous.
middle of the fight, I was like, she's not in the book. Yeah, like I realized it really quickly.
Oh,
That could have been really
I didn't
nice.
have that.
That could have been really nice.
It's a pretty boss book.
Yeah, it only works once though. So like, if Asura goes down, then
No
it
one
doesn't-
else
It
can.
doesn't work for anybody else that day.
It's a first come, first serve.
If it's got 20, it's got to reset for 24 hours.
Honestly.
But still, every 24 hours, it'll bring one of you back to 1 hit point if you go down.
Well, let's hope that I'm the only one that needs it, that I can pick everyone else back up in
Yeah.
the meantime. Where'd you get that book?
This version of it,
Sure.
from Zuriel. Right? I'm saying that correctly.
Names.
Nope. Different.
Okay.
Different.
Arthurian.
Arthurian, damn it. Thank you.
You combine 2 names there.
I know, I'm like,
You got that book in Cellstar?
well, it's not that I got this book, it's just that my book changed. So, if you notice, and I kind of show it, because you saw my old one, right? It's all creepy and black. Yeah. This one's quite pretty. I believe it's gold, right? It's like a yellowish gold. This time.
Yeah, and it's got the symbol that has Chaldron's symbol in it, but it's like a greater symbol that seems to be Arthurian's crest.
So, I must admit, this book has been far easier to get people to write their name in.
I didn't sign the other one.
I mean, like we're in like a group conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to sign the other one.
Yeah.
Just don't throw that in for the offering.
Yeah. No, I won't. Like, matter of fact, it's been much easier to read now too. And like, and I kind of show her some of the handwriting. The old book, it was, the writing in it was all like red and like scratched. Like someone was like scratching it into wood. And like now it's all pretty cursive.
Like, does it save my signature, or does it like kind of translate my
It's
signature?
got your guys' signatures in it. Yeah.
The 3 people that managed to stay up in the last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized how that worked out.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, it was,
Everybody died
dude.
couldn't have been revived by the book. The only 3 people that were up were the ones that were in the book.
Oh, it hit me, dude. That's why like he's been thinking about it all day since he woke up from the fight, because he was like, I wouldn't have died. If I would have just let Valen go, I wouldn't have died.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Thanks.
Good. Hopefully you won't ever need it, but in case you do, it'd be really nice to give you a round too. So, but I am going to go lick my wounds. My
You're
physical.
okay.
I'm healed, but I think the rest of the wounds are not so easily seen. So, I will go lay down.
You had mentioned trying to talk to Adris. Are you trying to talk to him or anybody else in the book?
No, it was just Endura. Depending on what Endurial said, I may have talked to Adris,
Okay.
but I didn't go how I thought it would. So,
Okay.
What time of day is this? I know it's nighttime. Is it like midnight or is it still like?
I mean, at this point, let's see, probably 9.
Okay. I think I'll go. I'm just gonna like go and kind of not be cooped up in our cabin, like stretch my leg and just kind of walk around the ship for a little bit, and also
Okay.
just kind of look outside.
I've also been very diligent not to say Endurial's name in character.
Okay.
I've been very deliberate not to. So,
So you said Arcturian's name, so.
I have said Octarian, and that's fine.
Yep.
But
So many names.
But I've made a conscious effort not to say his name around
Okay. It's good to know.
here. Yeah.
Murderous.
Because technically we work for him, and they don't
Yeah,
know of
okay.
him, but they know of Adrasa
Yeah. Okay.
by different names, and they're not biggest fans. So.
Does Seraph like interact with the group at all?
Well, I mean, right now he's just sitting back watching everybody else interact with each other.
Okay.
Just kind of seeing how everything goes. Yeah. He's not trying to be standoffish. If anybody approaches him, he'll talk to him. But right now he's just watching.
You're aloof. I'm just raising you an aloof. Just-
It's an aloof off.
yeah.
You're both like positive magnets.
I dig it.
I raise you an aloof.
Yeah, and I think as everybody's going to bed, there's a little bit of like, they've taken up the quarters with the tent, because he's not slept in the tent yet.
No.
Not once has he slept in the tent, but he's also like, there's really nowhere else to sleep. So he's not going to take up. He's not going to take Valen's bed.
Good. I yelled at him.
Yeah, no. Probably just kind of he's probably sitting in a corner watching everybody, and he just kind of does this and then just kind of sleep against the wall or something like that.
In the tent?
In the tent, yep.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do tonight?
That's it.
I've got a long way to go in this grimoire. It's gonna take 100 hours and 1,000 gold to copy all of my spells.
1,000 gold?
1,000 gold. It's 10 gold per spell level.
10 gold per. How many spells you have?
I have a lot of spells.
Dude, we found like 4 grimoires.
I know, it's not, or a lot of spell books. I've gotten through a lot of spell books.
Yeah.
I know, it's amazing. It's well worth it.
While I'm walking around, what's am I picking up anything from the crew? Are they still pissed at us, or have they forgotten about it?
They're wary.
Wary?
You know, they're definitely keeping an eye on you.
Okay.
Like, they're not hostile, but they're,
Yeah.
You know, because it's a mix of things. I mean,
Yeah.
saw you in action, you know, but you also caused trouble. It's like they definitely are not open and trusting, you know, but they're kind of keeping to themselves.
Okay.
I pack up the tent in the morning.
Favorite part.
Okay. So,
And I will cast
water breathing for everybody. That's what I do every morning.
Yes.
Ritual cast it.
Yeah, ritual cast it
To be
every
clear,
morning.
everybody can swim, right?
Well,
We're waiting to find out about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goodness they could at least breathe while they try to learn.
as you like
so-
fall
You never
to the ocean.
swim? Or you,
I've never even been in a boat.
you're from where you're from, you don't have like
I spent most
ponds.
of the time. No, we had a stream,
Okay.
but nothing that ever went above your waist. So
I mean, you learn how does that do this like this is it doggy paddle, yeah?
it
Is
just
it
never
in the
came
stream?
up.
The stream?
I mean, but you just kick, hit, right? And
You want to try?
Not here.
Is it a rope? How
Guitar.
big is this sucker?
Yeah, I mean,
We could tow him behind the sailboat.
Tie him by his feet.
Kick, paddle, paddle.
I don't know if we can afford to just like stop moving, but
well, we don't want to piss off the crew
I mean,
anymore.
if we get some time with no wind, maybe, but not right now.
We're also going to an island. There'll be water around there. You can try it out.
Is it on an island?
The pedals.
The pedals.
Yes. Okay, because I thought it was more like a peninsula or like a, you know what I mean? I didn't
It's a
know.
bunch of islands.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of islands. Okay.
Yep. Think Hawaii.
Yeah, I was thinking more like
Mhm.
like the Keys.
coconut drinks.
There you go. Some Mai Tais, fancy Mai Tais.
It's alright.
I will hand you another letter.
Okay.
A lot more scratched out than the first one.
Oh my god.
Did we
Hey,
get
did we
a,
take a long rest?
Did we get a long rest?
Yeah. So as you guys kind of settle down for the night, you do.
Oh, we're still in the night.
Yeah, you do get a long sleep. You get a long rest, and it does pass without seeming incident. So yeah, we'll say it's in the morning now, as you guys are getting up.
It's like that. It's a lot more scratched out than the first one. Like almost
Is
rewritten.
this 25 words?
I think it's 25 exactly that one.
Okay.
And
Still not, she is kind of confused because I thought she would recognize my voice.
You didn't. I mean, Bear didn't put. You didn't tell Bear that. And Bear didn't keep in mind that.
I'm telling you now.
Oh.
Oh,
So,
maybe I should rewrite it.
well, okay.
Maybe just tell her that it's you from there.
Okay.
just let her be your what is the guy's name with the nose?
The guy's name with the
Oh, Cyrano
nose.
de Bergerac.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, just let her be your Cyrano.
Cyrano.
Yeah.
But I'm the writer and she's the talker. Should be opposite.
I mean, it's true, yeah.
You still get the reference.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to.
I may use you in a third party sort of that just so that she knows it's me.
But
She didn't seem concerned.
yeah. But just make sure she knows it's from me. But yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say it word for word. Okay. Okay, I was cat sending in the morning. I'm so sorry. I missed your letters. We're still on the road. How is Vesper Wind? Are you alone? Hope I see you soon. From Bear.
Wow.
It gets more adorable.
Oh my goodness.
It's the From Bear that got me.
I had 2 words left.
Hugs and kisses, Bear.
Oh, hi. I'm confused. I told you all about it last night, but then you went silent.
You didn't tell her how many words.
She just kept walking. It's like one of those things where you think it's common knowledge.
Nope. She don't know that spell.
Still sound weird. But no, I'm not alone.
What?
That's it.
I think I need to clarify some things with her first on how the spell works. She told you all about her adventures in
You can
Vesperwind.
tell about that.
I couldn't get all of it. I can only get a short amount of it, and I think it must have cut her off.
Oh. Oops.
But I'm sure it's all in the letters, and we'll see how the day goes, and I can maybe reach out to her tonight.
Okay.
She's not alone. I don't know if she's with.
When people read letters to you, do you get like a? Do they say it in their voice? Was it more like?
Yeah,
These are
she
the
didn't
words.
sound.
Was it like I'm not alone or like I'm not alone? Or like
Maybe
not,
the first
no,
one.
I'm not alone.
You know, honestly, I don't have too much experience in
Yeah.
whatever you guys have going on. So
What do you- what do
for
you mean-
someone
what-
that can
what-
read
what do you
people
mean
really
going on?
well,
Yeah. What?
it's lost on me, to
Oh,
be
okay.
honest. But I'm sure whoever she's with is just the worst.
Yeah, I mean, not like I care, but yeah, it's okay. That's good to know. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're probably.
yeah, he's like a tool.
He's maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Okay. I mean, she can travel with who she wants, like whatever, like yeah, that's
Probably
okay.
like Diamond Cutter, you know.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Diamond Cutter was great. Like he kept her safe. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
what to say.
No. Thank you for doing that. I'll try not to take advantage, but probably.
She's really happy to talk to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. We can. Yeah.
I'll try tonight.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll go find Violette.
Okay.
Good morning.
She just sort of grunts at you, like as she's looking out over the crew with her arms crossed, and
Yeah. I guess I just kind of wanted to check in. Yesterday we kind of stayed away from everybody because we figured y'all kind of wanted see less of us. Is that still the plan today, or maybe we could learn a little bit more about sailing?
are you asking me about your plans?
I'm asking you about. Well, like, do you prefer if we were to stay hidden, or can we kind of be out and about today?
Personally, I would prefer you to stay in a storage crate for the journey.
Oh. Okay.
You almost got me killed.
Almost being the key word. You didn't die. And again, I do
And I am-
apologize about that.
Almost throwing you overboard.
Almost being the key word that you didn't. Thank you for not doing that. Can I get you anything? Our Tiefin can make a really good cup of tea.
I don't drink tea.
I know what you want. I go back to my room and I get some Stormbreath ale.
The bourbon.
Yeah. 2 glasses. Come back out to her. Here you go.
She takes it and kind of glares at you for a second, and then she kind of smells it and drinks it. Not bad.
Not bad. It's like the best thing I've tasted. Well, I mean, it's gotten a little old over time, but still pretty dang good.
Whiskey does not get old. It ages. It gets better with age.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It smells better. It's aged a lot more. Yeah.
Is there anything up in that head of yours?
Yeah. My brain.
You hide it well.
I don't want to lose it or like have it taken from me. So yeah, I try to keep it in there.
She just kind of gives you like this hard to read look, and then she takes your glass from you and drinks it.
Told you. It's pretty good.
And then hands you the glasses back.
Do you want more? I don't have much more.
Not till tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay. Well, yeah. I just wanted to say thank you for helping us yesterday and for not kicking us overboard. You know, all that stuff. And yeah. We'll have more bourbon tonight.
I know the sisters already gave you an earful, but I'll just back up what they said.
Sure.
Don't be that stupid again.
That's fair. I do not want to piss off the sisters or you. So yeah, we will.
And what kind of idiot hands over the weapons?
Okay.
Right before
okay.
a fight.
Well, okay.
What kind of idiot surrenders before even?
I didn't surrender. They got our bag of holding. So what I was trying to do was distract them. I thought if I gave them my stuff. Also, I didn't know I was giving it to them. I thought they were gonna search me and then take one thing that was like really cool. I didn't know like they were literally gonna take everything.
This is the crown. These the people.
We've never been like searched like that before. We usually just like go right past them. They don't like search us and take literally everything off of us.
I don't not even been inland and nearland, and even I know that.
Well, now I know that. It won't happen again.
It better not.
It won't.
She just kind of turns back.
Do I see my nemesis anywhere?
Nemesis.
Yeah, I mean, you see him doing work. I mean, he's reading and stuff.
Yep.
Can I go approach him?
Sure.
I don't want to interrupt your work, but
Then don't.
yeah,
It's like hauling ropes and stuff.
I just feel like we may have got off on the wrong foot, and I owe you a bit of an apology.
I don't want an apology in words.
Yeah, I figured that was the case. So, in your seafaring traditions, I have brought you a little gift. And I'm actually going to pull out the tankard of addiction.
Okay.
And now I don't know what kind of use this will have for you on the sea, but this cup points to the nearest pub always, no matter where you are. So maybe it will be good at sea. Because you just set it on its side like this, and the handle turns towards wherever the nearest
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, you see
bar
it.
is.
Are you setting it down and showing?
Yeah, I'm setting it down and like so
You
you
see
can
it
see
tips
it
on the
move.
side and rotates till it's facing east.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of like looks at. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
I was trying to see if I had anything he would like.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, that's a nat 20. Plus 8.
Plus 8.
That's a 28.
Holy smokes.
He just looks at it for a second and like kind of pokes it and like watches it, you know,
Like
rotate
move
and
back.
move back and everything. He's like, that's really how that works.
Yes, sir. It has led me to many a good time.
No one hasn't.
Shush.
He's persuading here. Making the sale.
That's mighty useful to a sailor,
Well, it
No.
could be.
not just on land. I mean, getting to land.
Yeah.
Who are you? You have such things like that to give out. Who are you people?
Well, we're not the people. And, I mean, I'm sure you're a sailor and it's been around, but in the rest of the world, every wondrous thing you find, you don't have to give up. You can keep some of it for yourself. And I just happen to keep more than most.
Well, stuff like this you don't find very often. Not much of this around.
No, well, we've had our fair share of endeavors with different people and creatures, and we found more dangerous creatures, more nifty stuff they tend to hoard, especially dragons.
He picks it up and just kind of looks it over, and he's like, right, well, I think we can find it in our hearts to forgive you lot.
Appreciate that. Just, if you wouldn't mind telling your friends that we're not that bad. I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll return back. I know that's the one that we could have used for the thing. Yeah, but
No, it's good.
Offering?
I think it's a good call.
I was like, man, he's gonna stab me in my sleep.
Your nemesis.
Yeah. So. Good. So, anybody want to go talk to the captain? See if we can find out more information about this offering,
Ooh, yeah. We should do that.
or how long we have until we need to make it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, because it's not going to be until we're on our way to.
Is it after we leave the petals, or is it to the petals?
From my understanding.
Oh.
You hadn't really talked about it.
That's what I mean. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think we should know.
Did you guys water breathing or water walk?
What's that?
Did you guys water breathing?
Water
Or
breathing.
walking?
Yes, water breathing, not walking.
I
Sorry.
just realized that I can ritually cast water walk.
What? You can walk on water?
Yeah, all of us.
Can you ritual cast?
Yeah,
Shit.
Is that what's all day?
I'm gonna do that.
She's been going through. She's like, that's the thing with a cleric.
Oh wait,
Every
wait,
night
wait.
you gotta
It only
change out
lasts
your
for an hour, so
spells.
Oh, just an hour? Oh.
Wow, that's.
No, yeah.
What happened to our horses?
Can we just stop talking about that?
You guys have a habit of just leaving him in whatever stable that you set out from. Like, you're.
So they're not on the boat with us. We left them in last
No.
port.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't specify anything like that. Yeah. I mean,
Sure didn't. They're in good shape. We gave lots of hay.
Oh, damn it.
On the bottom of the stable. I'm.
something to keep in mind when you reach Tirgaresh, you
Yeah.
know, and have to make your way across the desert.
We're gonna need some horses.
Camels.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm still feverishly entrenched in spell books, and I pop up and ink is smeared on my face. I'm just like, what? What are we doing? Offerings? That's a good idea. I'm gonna get back to this.
Did you sleep last night?
Just enough.
How much is just enough?
Enough to realize that you're distracting me from very good work.
Put a hand on your writing hand.
You can take a break. You can take a break. It's okay.
I can't. It's too important. Grimoire must be completed.
What? It's not that easy. It's not that important.
I'm really focused on trying to get this thing completed at any moment, spare moment that I can get. But I'll take a moment. I was like, I think I need some fresh air.
You're discussing character.
So are you, Mr. Bone Cracky Man? I don't know what that is. What kind of magic is that? Never seen it before.
I've seen a lot as long as I'm traveling with you.
Indeed. Is it vampiric?
No.
Ah, okay. That's what it looked like to me.
It's more innate.
Are we all together
Yeah.
I assume so.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll insight on him saying no.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it. Read his thoughts.
Yeah.
That's
Don't let them know I'm a spy. Don't let them know I'm a spy.
Not a spy. Not a spy.
If you want, you can roll persuasion or deception.
I mean, what? Oh, sorry. What'd you roll?
22.
pretty good.
If a
I mean,
spy is under her nose this long, Zeno has failed.
Has failed her job.
I mean, I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I mean, at 10. I mean, it's not vampiric. Yeah.
Is it a deity that you worship to give you that ability?
It's something that comes from me. I didn't get it from anyone or anything.
That is part of your race.
Sure.
I cast Read Thoughts.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
All right.
Wisdom
Make a
save.
wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Okay.
Wisdom.
17.
Gonna be 17
17
on the dot.
Yep.
So that
Again,
means he
feel
beats it, right?
feel yourself meeting just sort of a wall of discipline and thought and strength of will.
Do I sense anything from that or no? I wouldn't. Would
I don't think you
Okay.
do.
I've always played her as being like.
Yeah.
I
More
mean-
of anything being intrusive in my.
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
not you doing it, but something intrusive or poking or prodding in my brain.
Well,
Mind spike. I will know what you think.
that. Oh.
because yours is a little different than detect thoughts, right? Like it's.
Yeah.
That's different. Detect thoughts. You
Still
can.
can't play footsie.
Well, I'm just making sure there's no verbal or somatic,
Motion.
part of this. Yeah. Yeah. So.
No. Okay. I was just curious. Huh? To the captain?
What? I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's kind of tough with Tara not being here, but just has Azura just been quiet the whole time?
Yeah. She's just been very kind of quiet and keeping to herself, and obviously just sort of absorbed in thought and just not really responsive to people at the moment.
I guess I'll just go over to her and like, hey, we're gonna go talk to the captain. I'm sure you'd want to come along and maybe offer your insight. You're pretty good at that kind of stuff. You wanted to join us.
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll follow you.
Alright.
Guess we go find the captain then.
Okay. After just a few minutes of asking around, you make your way to the captain's quarters, and a knock, and you hear her, give you permission to enter. And as you go inside, you can see, and you saw it before, like when you were in here with Sakosa last night, but you see a number of shelves with just different books and tools and stuff like that, and parchments and ink and all kinds of things like that. And you also see some knickknacks and things that might be trophies of some sort in different places, and a very large desk in front of her, like a desk that's almost really like a table that kind of extends out, and you can see a map of the, like, kind of all along the western coast of Erythea, and different markings and things like that you're not sure what they are, since none of you are trained navigators or anything like that. At her part of the desk, you actually see her kind of sitting there holding something kind of small with like this kind of metal sharp tool of some sort that she seems to be doing something with, and she's like, "Hey, how can I help you?"
Yeah. So it was mentioned to us that there has to be an offering.
Aye.
We don't know like how much, but it's bad if we don't meet it.
Yeah, when's that gonna happen?
Yeah. And like, do you have any idea, any kind of ballpark? Like, well, also like, do we just throw it into the ocean, or is there like a guy that we talk to give him stuff?
Well, it's pretty straightforward, and you'll know when. But, well, you know, originally, you see her just very concentrating on this thing as she's talking, this thing she's got in her hand. And she says, originally, we would have split it, you know, with you. But I think considering yesterday's activities, like I said, we'd remember, I think it's fitting to say it's all on you. You know, as a sort of goodwill gesture for all the trouble you done caused us.
But we did. You took the ship. Can we not use part of the ship's spoils in that?
But that wouldn't be from you, would it?
Well, no.
Well, I'm also curious how this offering works.
Does it need to be a single item?
No, not necessarily. Just the offering in total needs to be decent.
Where will this be taking place?
I'd say, I'd probably not risk it lower than 300 gold worth, something probably safer around 500 or more.
Okay.
The more you give, the more safe safe you are, the more guaranteed you are to get across.
Okay.
Do you see many dragons out in this part?
Dragons. Well, I mean, you know, there's things sort of related to them. You know, I've been told sea serpents are sort of related to them distantly. I've been told dragon turtles are like that, but I don't think there's one on our route unless they move in while we're there, which is possible.
How many scales do we have? How much would you say dragon parts are worth? I know they're rare.
Dragon parts. Well, I don't know. I'm not an expert on dragon parts.
Nor am I. We're more of experts on killing them. We just happen. I know that they're valuable to the right buyers.
How'd you get your hands on some dragon parts?
Well, it's kind of a two-step process. First step,
Don't sass the captain.
we kill it. The second step is we take the parts.
Roll persuasion check.
That does get a little smirk from Sarah. Yeah, appreciate that.
Shit! Oh, no.
My persuasion's still
Strong.
10.
That's unreal.
Yeah, sure you do.
That's what sucks is I'm better off lying because I have higher rolls when I tell the truth.
Kind of goes back to her, whatever she's doing.
That is helpful,
Yes.
and I think we can take the cost. Seems unfair, steep, but we did. Yesterday was kind of our fault, so I think it's.
Yeah, I think we can do it too. I was just trying to figure out what, because we do have a little of those in excess, and they are quite valuable.
Oh yeah, no, I've got some stuff too. I think we can figure it out.
So how does this process work? I know you said we'll know when it's time, but is there like basket that we put it in and kind of float it? Is it?
No. You're just gonna drop it in.
Okay. But there is a size limit.
No. Not that I know of.
Okay. It's good to know.
What you working on there?
She kind of looks at it for a second, and then holds it up, and it looks like clay. Very fine clay. And it looks like kind of like a halfway done like soldier of some sort, kind of holding a sword up.
I got a claymation.
That reminds me, the enemy that we slayed. This might sound weird, but you and your men didn't happen to find one of her eyeballs on the deck, did you?
Well, we found all sorts of things on the deck that you left of her. They cleaned them up this morning.
Yeah?
At least they better have.
Did they, I don't know if you noticed, but her eyes were a bit odd.
Well, I noticed.
And I think it's better for everyone's safety if we make sure that it was disposed of.
Who cleaned her up?
What do you mean, safety?
We haven't learned much, but the last time I saw eyes like that, one of them exploded.
What do you mean exploded?
I mean, like they're magically
delicious.
just like our mage can cast a large fireball. The eyes kind of have the same magic trigger.
So you done picked a fight with someone with we don't want to pick a fight with, and now even her dead is still going to cause problems with us?
Well,
Maybe you need to be making an offering to me too.
This is my offering of information and letting you know. because-
Information about how stupid you are.
Well,
I already had that information.
But now it's confirmed.
it's more of a safety issue. I just want to make sure that everyone's safe. I would hate for there to be an issue.
Roll a deception check.
Okay. That dice is not doing good. Oh, I'll take that. 19, 29, 31.
Even Bear believes you.
That was a natural 19 again.
You explode? What?
I didn't want to tell her there's magic. She should have asked more questions.
Yeah.
But I also don't want her to brush it off. Because, like,
Yeah.
if one of her soldiers was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
We need names.
This is quickly becoming a trip that's not worth the price we agreed on.
I'm really not trying to cause you more headaches. I was worried that if I were to keep it to myself that it might have ended up worse and, somebody could have got hurt, and that's the last thing that I want.
All right, I'll put out word to see if anybody knows anything, or they might have dumped it out in the sea. Not exactly the sort of thing we keep.
That's what I would expect, but it's better to make sure. So,
Mhm.
I'd like to come with you if that's possible. Speaking to the ones that cleaned him up.
All right.
I'll stay out of sight, ma'am.
I'll tell you what, you guys, well, you stay here. And she walks out with.
Just pointed to Stoic.
Mm-hmm.
Check and see if she's working on a claymation movie.
Dude, I was worried she was like making something to hold the eye. That was all I could think of like the whole time. I was like, no!
It's a voodoo stoic.
It's a voodoo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So she just leaves and now I'm just in her office?
Mm-hmm.
Unsupervised?
Oh.
Shit. Shit. I mean, I'm gonna snoop a little bit.
Oh no.
But I'm not gonna touch anything. I just want to snoop visually. I don't want to move papers. I don't want to touch anything.
Oh no.
Okay. Roll a. Well, I mean, since you're not touching anything, I'm gonna say it's a perception check.
Wisdom. I think.
Shit. That's worse than investigation. 11?
11? Okay. I mean, like I said, looking around, you do see a number of like trophies and things of that nature, like things that just she seems to have saved from her time in the sea. You see, like I said, a lot of books on various topics, fiction and nonfiction. It just seems like a very eclectic collection that doesn't seem to have much theme except for one shelf. On the one that moves is like pretty nautically themed, about sailing and shipping and all kinds of things like that. At one point, you do see kind of over off to the side, sitting on like a small table. You do notice another kind of larger, what looks like a almost like a valley of clay, and it's probably about this big, and looks like it's been carved to look like rocks and everything like that. And in the middle, on there's like a pillar of rock that's sort of risen up in the middle of the valley, and perched on top of it is actually a very well detailed carved clay dragon. That seems to be looking down at something that's not there, at least yet. But you see like a whole case of what looks like clay and some tools and things like that. That seems to be her hobby.
Making miniatures.
Yeah, and as you look around at across the other room, you see other figures along the shelf and stuff like that of various kinds. And
Do I recognize any of them? Or are they all like generic?
I mean, there are creatures you recognize and things like that, but there's not like people, like particular people. It's not. It would be hard because they're very small. Like they're usually only about that tall. So face would be very tiny.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they. I was more just trying to figure out if she made any that look like her, and she makes herself the hero.
Yeah.
I'm Sabertooth.
No. I mean, there are some women. It's hard to tell though.
Yeah, but they're all
Sure,
there's
yeah.
a variety.
Mhm.
I'll just hang out. If there's a seat, I'll sit down as long as it's not her seat. Just wait. I was told to wait, so
Okay.
try my hardest to behave.
All right. So, you guys walk out, following her, and she goes over to the Violette and basically conveys the message of what you guys have asked about and everything like that, and Violette leads you to a couple of what look like young boys, just not like super young, but like one of them looks maybe 14, the other one's maybe a little bit older than that, and they're busy kind of scrubbing the deck toward the back of the ship, and gets them to stand up and asks them about cleaning up the body. And they're like, they basically say they don't remember seeing eyes in particular.
I'm just there to basically like see if they're lying.
Okay, roll
They're
an insight.
inside or
Insight. Our lie detector.
I love it.
15.
Okay. They seem like they really did enjoy the task. And like the younger boys, like maybe even a little disturbed by it. But they don't seem to be lying.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
What did they do with the mess? Like, is it a bucket?
Do they say what they did with it?
Yeah, threw it overboard.
Okay. We're probably in the car.
It's in the depths of the ocean.
It's gonna be a whale's problem.
Dude, if you met our DM, I would put $20 right now. That eye is gonna show back up.
That's fair.
At some point, like a year from now.
Yeah. With my trident.
You're gonna get a guy coming out of the water with like the moody. Yeah. And a trident, like, ha ha ha.
It's my arch nemesis.
All the things we've left behind.
Yeah.
Trident on one hand, Briar in the other.
Yep. All the horses.
All of his armor is made of
Riding your
horsehair.
horses.
Oh, that's where they went.
I'm the purveyor of lost things.
I hate the bread of remembrance.
Where's the blood from?
Oh man.
That was the conch of the seagull. I want it back.
Conch.
Yeah. Nowhere to look at.
Didn't you leave that with the cat?
What?
You gave it
No,
to
I gave it to
Cithras.
Sithers, yeah.
Cithers,
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
I gave it to her as a gift. Yep. No, I'm just betting an aboleth is gonna eat that eye and then come as a super aboleth and kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you guys get done.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of parts your company and then walks back. You hear just outside the door, you hear a knock and another door open, and then you see her re-enter with Sakosa behind her. And on the way in, there's like a little hallway going into this little area, and you did see on your way in that there's like a first mate's cabin right there. And the other one says navigation, but
It's a fancy boat.
it's a nice boat.
Just
It's a nice ship.
nobody from my party.
Just them.
I'm gonna tap my tattoo.
Good luck. Don't screw us over.
She walks. Are you sitting in her chair?
No, I said if
Oh.
there's a chair, I'm gonna sit in it as long as it's not her chair.
Okay. All right. So, as Fire walks by you and as she's walking by you, you just hear her say, "Don't resist," and she sits in the chair as Sakosa sits in the other chair next to you, and kind of like leans forward and starts looking into your eyes, and you see her start whispering. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw if you are resisting.
Resist. If I'm resistant to.
No, I'm saying if you choose to resist.
Yeah.
She told you not to, but it's up to you.
To resist or not resist?
This is like Zone of Truth or something.
That's what I think it is. Before I make the save, would I recognize the spell? Because at one point I had Zone of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Just had to lie to the captain.
No, you would not.
Okay, that's what I figured. New leaf. I don't resist.
Okay.
New leaf.
As she holds your gaze for a moment and sort of whispers, and you start hearing the whispers sort of resonate around you, and you feel like your vision around you, except for her eyes, suddenly starts to waver almost like water, and then it goes away. But you suddenly feel like these two women are like really good friends. Like you're just
Okay.
feel very good
Fast-
about
fast
them. Like
friends.
you're
Yeah.
trusting,
It's a
and
good
you know
spell.
it's just you just feel very good about them.
Those are good people.
Sakosha turns and nods, and Fire's like, "Right, well, I think it's time you told us a little bit more about who you actually are." And that's where we're gonna take a break.
All right.
That was good.
Rogi.
Man. Okay.
Jinkies.
Getting chummy in there.
So, is there a spell I should look at so I know the exact rules of how I can answer?
I'll tell you. But,
Okay.
So we'll take about a 10-minute break, and then come back, and we'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. We had a good break. So, as we pick things back up, Stoic. She has.
Oh, you didn't tell me.
No, I didn't actually. Yeah. So essentially, you basically regard them as good friends. Like you regard them as not. You know, it's like a. You don't really have any reason to distrust them. Like they're.
Sure.
They're just good friends. Well, especially Sakosha. And Sapphira says, right, listen. You're a strange lot. I'm starting to get the impression that you're involved in some not normal things. And of course, that makes me nervous that we might get caught up in it. What? Who are you guys? What are you into?
Oh. Well. Our secret name is the Folly of the Dark Dragon.
Well, I suppose that pans out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're not dangerous though. Not to you.
You know, I watched you fight.
Yeah.
It seemed plenty dangerous to me. But I'm more concerned about the danger you might be getting yourselves into while you're with us.
Oh. No, I mean no one's looking for us. More we're looking for people.
Who's that?
Honestly, like the person that we found.
Why are you looking for them?
It's kind of hard to explain. It's more, we ran into some weird folk back where we're from, and so we've been looking for more of those weird folk. They seem to have this butterfly, and we've been following butterflies since. I don't know if you know anybody with a butterfly on it, but that's the person you need to worry about.
Butterflies on them. Like a tattoo.
Yeah. Or, strangely enough, I guess, in the eye. That was a new one for us.
Sakosha says, what are they?
Well, that's kind of the whole reason we're searching them out, is we don't really know.
So you found some people with butterfly marks on their body, and you decided to travel long distances to find out what they are for no reason?
Because the last ones we met tried to take over our whole kingdom.
What kingdom?
Can't remember.
Grandia.
Grandia. I mean, I don't know if you guys get the news way up here, but you had a king, and then you had another king, and now I don't remember who they have in charge. I think it's a council, which is better because one person at the top just doesn't work out very well. But these like weird necromancers were at the root of it all, and the only link they had were these butterfly marks, butterfly tattoos.
Tryer's like, well, yeah, but so what?
Well,
Why do you care?
you know, that's a good question. I mean, we just do, I guess, because they killed a lot of people we know. A lot of innocent, good people.
So this is about vengeance?
Not so much vengeance. It's gonna sound cheesy, but I'd really rather just stop those type of people from killing more innocent folk if I can. I mean, I know I'm not anybody special, but my friends and I were able to stop the last one, and we heard rumor that you might have something similar affecting your country.
Jessica says, how did you know to look here in Larendelle?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
Well, we heard about it from I guess is she still a lady? She oh, what's her name? What is your old girlfriend's name?
Empress?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
technically that's what it is where we heard it from. From yeah, Lady Empress.
It was Hidressa, wasn't it?
It was to come out to Larendelle?
Yeah,
It was a letter from Alanya to Enduriel.
Alanya. That's why I was thinking. I was thinking Empress for some
Okay.
reason. I was mixing up the two. Is Alanya, and Alanya is from this country, right?
You have no idea. She's the girl you rescued.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Where Valen and Stoic got caught. That's all I know.
Yeah. We did hear from some friends of ours that there was trouble up here. So we decided we'd come check it out.
Some friends of yours.
Yeah. One of them was a good friend who kind of saved my life. But
Why does this friend care?
I'm still trying to figure that out. He was something special. And why he gave his life to save mine, I don't know. But I plan on spending the rest of mine trying to save as many innocents as I can.
So you're not. So you're from Carandia.
True.
But you decided to come to Larendelle of all places to look for people with markings because some friend told you about it.
To be honest, we do a lot of things without really thinking it through. And no offense, but your country's kind of shite. And I didn't think, I heard that it was a little like strict, you know? But then we got here and I didn't realize That was an understatement of a century.
To be clear, I don't really, you know, I was from Garen, but you know, I don't really consider part of, you know, it's not my country anymore. Don't really have one. Mostly stick to the sea.
That's a wise choice.
Mm-hmm. But I know a little bit about what's going on there and the trouble that's, you know, well, it's all right, civil war.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if you're on, you're obviously not friend of the crown, so does that make you part of the other side?
Well, to be honest, the only thing we're really concerned about is finding who's at the heart of these butterflies.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me. So,
Roll a persuasion check.
Yeah.
from Stoke's point of view, it's not a lie.
I know what you're doing,
Yeah.
but she's...
That's a
Persuasion?
20, dirty 20.
D20. Yeah, she savvy enough to pick it up.
I still don't understand why you care so much about these butterfly people. They're obviously pretty powerful people to be tangling with. And you are obviously a step above the average rabble.
Oh, I can't remember her name. I should have wrote it down. Well, the last ones that attacked, they sent a giant skeleton after us. And a friend of mine was in that battle. Well, she wasn't really a friend, she was more of a beginning cleric that really looked up to me. She died in that fight, along with... You don't remember the girl?
Sister Kiri?
No, Kiri. Yeah,
Oh, what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the apprentice basically that
Yeah,
just barely
that's
met.
Yeah,
we barely
but
met her,
like
and then she
Stoic,
got
like
destroyed.
dude, that ripped his heart. And a lot of other innocent people died in that fight.
You're talking about the Battle of Elduin.
Yeah,
I heard all sorts of things come out of there. Lots of, mostly exaggeration. Talking about skeletons 100 feet tall and stuff like that.
those weren't exaggerations. Believe what you want, but I was there, and a lot of women and children and innocent people died, and we thought that we had stopped it when that battle was finally over, only to discover that that wasn't the end of it, and that there are more people with these butterflies. And I'm worried that they're gonna do even worse things. I may not like your country very much. I know it's not your country, but... And I just don't think even they deserve the fate that was fallen upon us. And if our group can do anything to help, that's what we're gonna do.
I don't really trust people who just claim altruistic intentions. It's almost never true.
To be honest, I don't blame you. I wouldn't trust me if I told you either.
And that's all there is to it. Just altruism.
I mean, there's a little bit of revenge. They did kill a lot of my friends. And more often than that, they tricked me.
Like taps her desk a little bit. Sagosa says, they kind of share a look for a second. Sagosa says, one more question for now. Who are the friends who told you about what's happening in Larendelle?
Our refresh me. Did they have a name? Not the individual name, but wasn't there a name for their group?
The rebels?
Not the rebels. Endurial.
The Eldrin?
The Eldrin.
Fuck.
You're not drunk. He just.
Yeah, but I don't really know. Like, he really, even to somebody he trusts, he wouldn't want to break that because
I'm
that's.
saying.
I really can't tell you. I know we're friends, but they're friends too. And I promised them I wouldn't. Just like I wouldn't want to break any promise I made to you. But I can tell you, their main goal is just to rid the world of evil that wants to destroy it.
Evil is a subjective term. What evil exactly are you talking about?
Well, that's what we need to find out, because we don't know what's at the heart of these butterflies.
Let me put it directly. We just murdered an entire crew, and some people would consider that evil.
True.
So I want to know if we would fall in that list of people that your friends that you work with or work for or whatever it is, if we would fall on that list of people they want to rid the world of.
Oh, not at all. Not you guys. I mean, if that was their criteria, then they would have killed me and my group a long time ago.
Roll a persuasion check.
Shit. 9.
12.
12.
12.
Okay. All right. We'll let it go for now. As long as you can swear that we're not in danger and that you're not going to get us caught up in anything beyond what was agreed to.
I can promise that. I'm just glad that we're all friends now.
Yeah. Listen, in about an hour, just remember, we are trying to protect our crew. You can go.
Are you gonna do something mean in an hour?
She doesn't respond.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
Fred's got a hug.
It's hug.
Not the captain, but the one sitting next to me at first mate, because she's close. Can I hug her?
I feel like she's the one that would not. She is not a hugger. Yeah.
That's good.
She doesn't move. She just sort of like, she doesn't really tense up, but she doesn't respond either.
Okay. Let's give a little.
And Fire's like,
And then I go.
hey, you should at least wait till nighttime for that sort of thing.
And then I'll leave and I'll head back.
All right.
I was gonna be posted up outside, not outside the quarters, but on the deck outside the
Door
entrance.
that leads into the hallway. Yeah, sure.
And wait, because that was a bit weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I'd have been in my right mind, I would have held the tattoo the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You okay? That was a
Yeah.
little long.
They like me.
I mean, you're a likable person, but you seem. Did they ask you questions? I mean, what was going on? I thought they were just going to go and get you and then send you back out. You were in there for however long, 15, 20 minutes.
I don't know.
Half an hour, I don't know.
When it said don't resist, and then she kind of stared at me funny, and then they asked me a bunch of questions. So that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Man, can I insight him?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know.
Being honest.
Yeah, no, it's. He seems different, even though I know him that well. Like, he seems very different from the stoic that I've gotten over the past few days.
Stoic's not a happy guy.
23. Oh no, sorry, 22.
Okay. He does seem unusually happy.
Yeah.
Like, just not as guarded about the interaction as he normally would be.
You tell him anything? I get kind of close and like in a hushed tone. Did you tell him anything that could compromise the rebellion?
No, they more just wanted to know, what my life goals are, and like what brought us here, and why we're fighting so hard. So, I told them, we're the folly and we're chasing butterflies.
Okay. As long as you didn't tell him anything about what we're doing right now. Okay.
No, they didn't. I mean, they asked and felt like they really wanted to know, but I did make a promise, and like I don't like breaking promises to friends. Just like I'm not going to break the promise I made to them, which is that we're not going to bring them into any more danger.
Okay. It's good to know. That's it.
I do feel a little weird, though.
Yeah. It's, I guess, get you. I think we just ate. I don't think you'd be hungry again. I don't know. This.
I don't either.
Get you a drink.
Sure. Let's go see what they got on this. Well, no, hey. We should go get into Bear's whiskey.
Bear's whiskey.
Bear has whiskey.
What kind of whiskey?
Oh,
Sounds ambitious.
I don't know, but it had some really cool name, like Thunder Mountain.
I'm not telling you.
Disney's own.
Yeah, I know.
Disney's bourbon.
Yeah, exactly. They're really expanding their whole footprint here.
Yeah, let's go see if he wants to share it with us.
Let's do it.
Bear!
At this point, I'm just bored. Easy's probably working on his spells.
Sure
I'm
am.
just sitting in my room sharpening my blade for the 50th time in a row. There's only so many times I can look at the clouds. So when Stokes has been named, Stoic! What?
I can find you. I don't want to say it so loud so the other sailors will hear us, but Sarek's never had any of your whiskey.
Well, I don't know what kind of whiskey it is.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I have left. I didn't keep track of that. I don't know. I don't know. I
Don't
think
pull it out that
I don't know. Yeah, it's not that
You've been
often.
doing, like,
I mean, it's a
shots
pretty
of it.
small barrel, but
Yeah.
I'd say maybe half a barrel left. Like half of it.
barely. Is that
Jeez.
like how many?
It's not a very big barrel, so I don't know. That's, we'll say, like probably like 20 drinks left, like standard size drinks.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Oh man, it's really good.
Yeah, what kind is it?
It's Stormbreath. You ever had it?
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's like expensive stuff, isn't it?
Well, we had a pretty good client of ours. She had good taste.
Mm.
I think I stole it from her. I don't know how I got it. If she was a gift.
I don't remember.
Anyway, through the client, we did a job for her. I took a barrel of Stormbreath. Seemed fair to me. She didn't mind. I don't think she really missed it.
I don't remember how you got the
I
whiskey.
don't either. I think I just took it. Like, I think, like, hey, look.
You could ask her.
To you.
do I?
Yeah, because it was Andrew's, right?
Oh yeah, we could ask her. I pour out 3 glasses. Boop, 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 boop.
We're doing glasses or shots. Let's go.
Oh, it's like a, not a shot, but
Yeah,
not like
okay.
a pint either. Like a
It's I forget what kind of I forget what the glasses are called. I know, but like
a tumbler.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a single, whatever it's called, a single.
Yeah, probably feels about that high.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to whatever this is.
Whatever this is. Right.
Burns the right way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice. Is it like an oaky flavor to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Not
good.
like not hard.
No,
like
it's pretty
it's
smooth.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, can you you can still talk to Interest, right?
Yeah.
Can you ask her like where she got this? Because I'm starting to run low.
Yeah. I can do that. Let me know when my hour's up, Doug.
Okay.
He's just
So
happy as a clam.
I'll write. I'm all freaking happy now. Ready interest. I'll just be like,
It's not really affecting your mood for other in general. It's really
Yeah.
it was just toward them. Like it was specifically toward
I know
Sakosa
it's just
in
friendly
particular.
towards them, but it has put Stoic in a really good mood because he doesn't feel that friendly with most people.
Yeah.
No offense.
He's riding off of
Not
a
taking it.
high.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like I just went on a first date and that went extremely well, and I'm just like, yeah.
Okay, so you get your book and what do you
Get my
say?
book. Oh, let's see. Hello, madam. And I stop for a minute because I'm just now realizing she doesn't know Valen's missing. And then I'll start writing again. Hope all is well. Bear was inquiring where he may pick up another barrel of Stormmaker. Storm Breath whiskey.
Storm breath. It's a good ring to it.
Mm-hmm.
Stoic, my love.
My love.
It is always good to hear you whispering in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
Not at all. We just had our hands a little full. She knows about the black fire, right?
Dark fire. The dark
I swear
fire.
she does. I
She's
know
not-
she knows about the vampire. She
She's
told me
not
about
tight
the
with
vampire.
Eldrin. I don't think she's part of that group.
I'm trying to. It was right at the end. I thought she was
We
like.
fought Vander in her town.
That's what I mean. I thought.
Yeah.
Ooh, what did we
You
tell her?
did tell her because
I thought we
there
did.
was the fire that was like
Yeah.
you couldn't put out, so you didn't know
Yeah.
what to do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell her.
Yep.
And you don't really know, like if you remember, she did ask you that she was apparently approached by Hedressa and was asking you if she should talk to her, and you told her yes.
Yeah.
But you don't know what happened with that. So.
Yeah. Because I really want her like in this part of this
Yeah.
awesome team.
Yeah. That's fair. That's good.
Sorry for not communicating sooner. We've had our hands full. We've recently encountered more folk like Xander and Belladonna.
Well, that's no fun at all.
No.
Is everyone all right?
To be honest, no. Valen has gone missing. As far as we know, he's still alive. And we've been searching everywhere to find him.
There's like a pause. Is missing. Stoic, my dear, and I want you to be very clear with me. Do you think he betrayed you?
No. I looked in his eyes the day he left. And I don't think he betrayed us. But I do think he sacrificed his relationship with us to save me. And I'll elaborate a little bit and just be like, him and I were held captive after a battle. In all rights, they should have killed us. He came in with the enemy general, and they let me go free. And he left with their general. I don't know what deal he made, but we have not been able to contact him since.
I see. Do you think he's safe?
I do. But I am worried. We have a new cleric with us now, and she tried reaching out to him magically and sent him messages that we've heard no reply to. We're actually trying to find an object. She thinks she might have the power to see him through her magic, but she needs an item to focus it, and we haven't been able to find one yet.
I see. This is very heavy news. I wish dearly that I could help you. Where are you in the world?
We're at sea, actually. We're on our way to a place called the Petals. From there, we will actually be heading to El Raqqa.
I see. But I'm afraid I won't be much help. I'm still in Bloodpool at the moment.
Bloodpool, you say?
Yeah, don't say.
Do we know you've told us your last name, right?
Ooh, I don't know if I have.
I don't think you have.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think
I have no idea what
I
it
don't
is.
think so.
Yeah.
No, I think it's only been Sarek so far. Yeah, the only time it possibly could have been is when we were first introduced, but I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
Yeah. No, I really don't think I have.
We've recently have a new ally that's from there.
Oh, really?
His name is Sarek. I don't know his last name yet. He has some peculiar abilities.
Peculiar?
Yeah. He's a little emo. Tends to cut himself a lot.
Well, that sounds not very dangerous to anyone else.
Well, it is because he seems to have. Have I? Because you.
I'm pretty sure I've alluded to. I haven't gone into great detail, but I think I've mentioned Teamcraft and things like
Yeah,
that.
but I thought you've done it in battle.
Oh, I absolutely have.
Yeah.
I think twice.
Yeah, he cuts himself, but then it like almost enhances his sword and his abilities. He also had a spell very similar to mine, and he had wings pop out at one point, like skeleton wings.
Well, that sounds like fun. Well, I don't know how far I could get with the first name, but if you can find out a little bit more.
Yeah, I think a little recon might be.
Yeah, I don't know how much
Helpful.
longer I'll be in Bloodpool. I do have a lead, so I'll probably be leaving before too long.
Have you had any luck tracking down our mutual enemy?
Oh, yes.
Here we go.
Oh, yes, my lovely. I found one of his thralls.
Interesting.
You wouldn't believe what it takes to break through a thrall's loyalty.
Endwick, right?
But between you and me, I'm thankful it was difficult. It made the process a lot more fun. But it was a bit of a nuisance, and nevertheless, I had a lot of delicious fun with her. And I did get a bit of information from her. Details that might be helpful in tracking him down. It seems he has preferences. He prefers to, rather than killing or consuming, he prefers to enslave the young, since they're more agile and energetic. He often prefers consuming older people, believing they're like wine and get better with age. Or he just kills the rest, and he also seems to know quite a bit about art for some reason. And, though curiously, the thrall insists that he doesn't truly love it. But I wasn't able to make total sense of that statement in between the screams. He also has an affinity for something called ashen roses. Which is apparently a rose that looks like it's been in ashfall from a volcano, just grey.
We transported this. Yeah.
No, different thing.
Oh. Okay. Some other kind of flower rose.
I thought we did too.
Fire petal. Something.
He's also very smart. He lays low until he can kill with certainty. And he didn't disclose where he's headed last, but he did say there were some very interesting things happening out west. So, so I don't know which sea you're in, but if it is west, do keep an ear out for any strange creatures, ghosts, victims with bite holes. You know, the standard fare of ghost stories and rumors.
I will. And you please do the same for butterflies and black fires.
I will indeed.
Dark fire.
I will indeed, and
We're definitely out west.
do keep me posted if you learn any more about Valen.
Absolutely. And if you stumble across any items that may be used to focus for seeing across great distances, let us know. It would be of great help in locating it.
Well, I'm a very long way from where you'll be.
True, but
How long will you be there?
between travel time, a few weeks.
where will you head next?
Back to Larendelle.
Well, do let me know if we end up in the same part of the world. I'd very much like to see your face again.
Yeah, haven't been seeing a lot of friendly faces lately. It would be.
Maybe you just
nice.
saw one like that.
Oh, it seems like you're making all sorts of new friends.
That's true. But we will talk soon.
I hope so. Don't keep me waiting.
That's a lot of writing. I know where the ale is.
She was a little busy traveling at the time, Bear, so
You talked for a long time. You're like writing for like 20 minutes solid.
well, she she had a lot to say.
But nothing about the ale.
Nothing about the ale.
Well, what did she say?
I had to break it to her about Valor.
Oh.
She didn't take it very well.
Oh.
So that's why the long conversation.
I see. I see.
Somebody else that you guys have worked with in the past?
Yeah, she's an old friend. Her and Valley kind of had a thing. So.
But she's otherwise okay.
Yeah. Yeah. She also asked me my last name because I realized that the entire time we've known her, she didn't know what my last name was.
How did she know your last name?
She didn't know it was Songsteel.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have. How does she not know your last name? Did we not say our last name?
I don't think we did.
Huh.
I mean,
I mean, I always tell people, bear with me. It's like my greeting. That's what I do. They always know. I'm proud of the With Me family clan.
That's what. Yeah, I think that's what you said when we first met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a good clan to come from. Like people to know.
Do you have a clan where you're from?
not really a clan, no.
Do they have surnames or second names in your country?
I feel like most people probably have surnames of some sort. I mean, sure, there are clan names and there are probably designations that some people have, but yeah, I mean, surnames are fairly common.
What's a surname? Is that like the same as a last name?
Yes, it's the last name, yeah.
Right, surname.
Surname.
Do you have one, or you just go by Sarek?
I usually just go by Sarek, but I mean, I've got a last name, sure. I mean, I don't think there's a lot of Sareks around. I have no idea. I've never met another one.
Is it something you keep personal, or?
You know, I never really thought about it. It's not something I usually just go around saying.
Are you not gonna tell us?
I mean, do you need to know my last name?
Well, no, but I'm kind of curious.
I mean, sure. I mean, it's great, huh?
Great.
Yeah.
Zerg.
I don't start writing it down. I'm just writing it down for me.
Oh, graded. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
What's your Social Security code?
Mother's maiden name.
We all have one.
Where'd you go to high school?
Well,
Crap.
oh, Diverts. This is Essel Diverts.
Yeah, that's his last name, but it's not our family names. That's Defenses. They just wanted to call me Zaji because I came out as half human, half elf. It's quite normal, okay?
Wait, your last name is not Diverts?
It is, yeah, but it's not the family's name.
Well, what is the family's name?
They gave you a different last name.
That's right. Because
They hate you?
Because name's easy, okay? It's a soft subject.
I would say so.
Wow.
I didn't know you had a different last name.
Sorry. The family is a bunch of bitches. You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, that's totally fair.
We're gonna need more rum for this conversation.
I don't have it. Yeah, I know more. Yeah.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. We can another time. I too want to know.
What's your family's name?
Hold on.
I haven't gone by about 2 years. I don't know these things.
It is the Fraus.
The Fraus.
Yeah.
The Frau?
Yes. If, as in, forget I ever told you my name. R-A-U. Frau.
Well, I mean, I kind of get why you would go by deference over Frau.
Well, Frau's are not pretty than farts. That's what it means.
Oh.
Indeed.
Wait, what does Frau mean in Elvish?
It's such a long time ago.
Just keep your notes out, that's all.
Oh, I can look it up. I'll get back to you.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know that happened to you. That's
Yeah, that sucks.
yeah.
Indeed. Oh, whoops.
I had to pull the map so I can remember where we're at.
Out in the middle of the ocean right now.
Yeah.
In the ocean.
Stoic, about this time, you realize, oh, she cast magic on me. That's why I felt that way.
Where are we all now?
Probably in our room.
Well, we don't. I think it was still daytime.
You were out on the deck last
Yeah.
time. You
Because there's
Oh,
the tent's not up right
Oh, I
now.
thought
Yeah.
you came back to the room.
Well, I came back to find you guys.
Yeah, I assume you were in the. Well, I was in the room. That's where I was.
In the cabin.
Yeah.
All right. We'll find you guys in cabin.
Yeah.
Feeling a little better. And yeah, they kind of cast magic on me while I was in there,
What?
which feels why I was so friendly towards them.
Oh, so when they interrogated you.
I may have told them more than, well, I did tell them more than I would have liked, but
Oh.
nothing I think that's gonna hurt us. Nothing about the rebellion.
Did you tell them about our the other benefactor?
Not in details, no names were mentioned, but I did let them know that we're on a grander mission. So,
Were they? Have they taken?
honestly, they didn't really believe me, which strangely enough, they didn't believe that anybody would just be out trying to do better.
Why not?
Rough life. I would assume.
Are you guys just doing that? Like, just out trying to do better, or is there a reason you're in Lyrindale?
Well, we've talked to you guys about it before. We've had a run-in with the black fire, the dark fire, and
Yeah.
the butterflies, and that's not the first time we've ran into them. And that is what brought us to Lyrindale. So, I mean, that is our main reason. You know, now it's to also help the rebellion, but that doesn't change.
It kind of seems like the two goals have become one.
Yeah. They're kind of intertwined at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I really would hate to see anything close to what happened to us happen to you guys.
You mean back in Grandia?
Yeah. Full-out war is never a pleasant sight. So,
Well, they're kind of already in a war.
yeah, with each other. But our captain seemed to be more concerned in just making sure none of this came back to bite her in the ass.
And is she satisfied?
She's weary, but I think she's okay for now, as long as we don't have any big problems. I think we should be all right. I mean, last thing we need is for them to leave us in the pedals.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, I don't know if you would know about the Armada, but it seems like once we got past the check, we're kind of smooth sailing.
I've not dealt with the Armada.
Oh.
This is my first interaction with them too. I'm not sure exactly what to expect. We really only dealt with the stuff on land.
Do we have any idea if they're gonna have agents in the pedals?
Would I know anything about? I doubt it. Like it's very
That's a good
localized to
question.
Lyrandil.
yeah, but I mean, is the pedals part of Lyrandil? Or is
No,
it its own?
it's its own nation.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's its own
Okay.
thing.
Completely separate. Roll a history check.
I can assist you if you want.
Pretty good. Natural 20.
Wow.
28 overall.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Let's see. Probably out of listening to conversations and things like that, it's they probably have like an embassy or like ambassadors of some sort. They trade with the pedals. So they would have some sort of presence there, but they wouldn't. The pedals are independent in their. You know that the merchant princes keep a very tight control on things. That the queen doesn't actually run things, and the merchant princes are the ones that run the pedals, and that they are not above shady deals and different things like that, but they're also all about profit, and they're all about keeping control and maintaining their power and all that kind of thing, and so they wouldn't openly let Lyrandil just do whatever it wants.
Yep.
But if it's in their best interest to help Lyrandil do things, then it wouldn't be out of the question.
Yeah. Well, we just need to be cautious. They kind of, to some degree, they go wherever the money's flowing. If it's flowing from Lyrandil, that's where they're going to go. If it's flowing from somewhere else, they'll go there.
Okay.
It's all about profit.
Well, let's just hope we can just keep our heads down until we get to the pedals.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, until Morocco. But
I mean, really, well, just keep our heads down permanently.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option for you guys. Not from my experience so far.
What do you mean?
Doesn't you make noise wherever you go?
Okay, what, like, noise kind of finds us. We don't just make noise. The guy literally pokes Doug in the face. Like, how many chances is that gonna happen?
I know, and they like took all of their stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, who just takes all the stuff you give them?
Yeah, right.
It's all the stuff.
See? Who does that?
So, do you guys like? How to delicately say this? Do you just give up at the first sign of trouble?
No, we tend to actually swing at the first sign of trouble.
Okay.
So
This felt like a little different. I wasn't sure what was going on there because they were pushing buttons, and you guys were like being very accommodating.
We were
so-
trying to avoid what happened yesterday.
Yeah, there wasn't much avoiding. Like, well, the thing to avoid would have been like blasting all the magic up front. And
Well, you've joined us in a strange time in our lives. We, for most of our partying career, we've kind of punched first and asked questions later.
Yep.
And it
Typically, yeah.
it's worked, but I feel like we can do better. And I think as a group, we're all kind of feeling that. And so we've been trying to take new approaches that haven't been working.
yeah, the crown isn't one to. You're not going to. If you've been to the crown, they're going to run you over.
So that's way.
Yeah, it's.
There's
their
no
bullies.
reason. Yeah.
And the only way to take care of a bully is to fight back.
But just know, we do always want to swing first. We
Oh, yeah.
just are trying to fight that urge.
Yeah. Because now the crew hates us, and then we need to use them to get to the pedals.
Yeah. I mean, we could have just killed them, but we don't know how to sail.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that thought did cross my mind, too.
Just kill the crew. Wow, I wasn't thinking about going that dark, but
I would have given them like a small skiff or something. Yeah, they could.
You
they could
also
rose
gotta
away.
take on the Hurricane Sisters. I don't know if I want to fight them just yet.
Yeah, there's a dog-haired one scares me.
Oh, is that what they call it in the Tower of Knowledge?
It's referred to as throwing the gnome down the stairs.
toss the gnome.
Toss the nose down the stairs. Yeah.
Did you and Sakosa toss the gnome? No?
It's more like a punt of the gnome.
Oh, I know you swung that way. All right.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
It was. But I did it for you to talk to whoever. Oh yeah, the odd boys. Yeah.
We couldn't have done it without you.
It's anything for
Sacrifice
you
will never
guys.
be forgotten.
Oh yeah, by the way, my last name is actually Valendria. Valendria.
That's a lot prettier than Frau.
It is much prettier. I misread it. It's definitely Valendria.
Do you know what that means?
No,
Okay.
I do not.
All this time, I had no idea. I just assumed you were first. I knew that, like... I knew they named you for that, but I didn't put two and two together.
Indeed, yeah. That's how language works.
My brain is breaking.
Yeah. That's what I'll stick to my writing now. It's a lot of spells to go through.
Yeah.
Very tired. Do you have any ink? Do you have ink? Do you have ink? Do you have ink?
No, don't.
Mine doesn't take ink. And then, as they're all laughing and having fun, I'm going to instantly sneak off a message to the Empress and be like, his name is Sarek Graydell. Please see whatever you have.
Oh my gosh. I love this. So it still gets it wrong.
Eric Graydell.
Graydon?
No, you said Graydale.
Graydale.
Graydon!
He told you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's like, shit, no, great.
Yeah.
Names
Like
are
Graydale,
wrong.
Graydon. Yeah.
Which it's like Doug and Lily.
I didn't test it, but I am curious, just food for thought. If I draw a picture, does that come across? It doesn't
I don't think
specify
so.
in the book.
Has to
I
be
don't
word.
think so.
You want to send emojis? Is that?
Well, because I was thinking about like sending dude a picture of the eyeball with butterfly purple and stuff like that, and then I was like, well, I can describe it, but I'm like, I don't know if that would even work.
I don't know, because, well, with Anduriel, it's a little different, remember? Because he modified it on his end to be on a book.
Yeah,
on
so
his end.
he's a little different.
So
but,
you don't know. You'd have to try it on his end, because he's seeing writing.
But if I draw an image, you won't like send the image to their head. I mean, it's a book
think
sending
so.
the words, so I'm like,
How good is Stoic good at drawing?
terrible.
Artistic interpretation.
Is that dexterity or what is that?
Oh, I got
What do you
none of
put in my
that.
head?
It's art.
Ooh, you can like spam.
You wouldn't understand.
I would. I'd send dick pics to everybody.
I guess it would be.
You couldn't say no.
I guess it would be a performance check.
Problem.
Think about that.
Oh man. Unsolicited mental dick pics.
Oh god.
Yes. I think for that reason alone, probably not able to draw pictures.
Is it an invocation?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in my feats and traits. We don't have to solve that tonight. We got other stuff going on. I just food for thought.
Yeah, I would say no unless we look it up and find
Okay.
otherwise. She says, Sir Graydon. All right, I'll ask around. I don't know if it'll bear any fruit, but worth a try.
Appreciate it.
I'll ask around about, blood magic as well. There's probably some history of that here, so.
Thank you.
Oh, and what was it you mentioned about the storm breaths?
Bear was hoping he could find or get some more of it and didn't know where to look.
Ah, well, you'll have to. Yes, it's it's very expensive. It's very good. Their family is known for their alcohol production and being a little bit harder to get a hold of. But if you are headed towards the petals, you might be able to find it there. It is quite a bit of trading that goes on there.
I relay that to Bear.
Thank you. See if we can do some shopping in the pedals.
Haven't you given away all your money yet?
No. Still got quite a bit.
Do tell Bear to save a glass for me.
He said he'll save two.
I hope so.
Alright.
Okay. All right. So as you continue your sailing, continue your journeys, and you progress through the day. At one point in midday, you see sails kind of in the distance, and after some discussion, the sisters decide to try and avoid it, and they're able to utilize a storm off in the distance to try to put, it's far enough out that they're able to kind of maneuver and put the storm between them, or at least kind of get in the way, so they would have to traverse the storm to get to them, and it's. And you kind of realize, I never really would have thought about that sort of thing. They really know what they're doing. Okay. And, which is also an interesting thing, because it's like you see the storm out in the distance but don't realize how far away it actually is, because your mind plays tricks on you with distance out on the ocean as opposed to out on land, where you have a lot of landmarks to try and judge distance. It messes with your head a little bit to just endless water, to kind of get the scaling down. But after that, and you sleep again. Easy as a quick note.
Okay.
The way, just in case it comes up, basically you're going to get an 8 hours of work in a given day. You can push beyond that if you want, with a point of exhaustion.
Oof.
So that's up to you each day if you want to do that. If you do that, I would say, I'd probably give you more hours at halftime.
Okay.
Same gold cost, but half time. So basically, like if you worked 16 hours, you'd be getting 12 hours total.
Right. Yeah.
a point
Yeah.
of exhaustion.
Gotcha.
Because it's after that point you're getting exhausted and it becomes harder to do the work.
Yeah,
it's very
of course,
complex
yeah.
work. So,
It's hard, yeah.
and precise work. So.
Very precise work.
But that's up to you each day how you want to do it.
I'll just do the standard 8. I don't want to
Okay.
be exhausted.
Yeah.
In case something happens.
Okay.
Be on the safe side.
So far it's 2 days.
Okay,
I'd
so
do
16
two
hours.
full days.
Okay.
On the third day, you would probably midday, like 3 or 4 or so. As you guys are kind of out on the deck, or at least some of you, whoever's out on the deck or whoever wants to be,
On the deck.
you notice a change in the crew as they just a change in mood, like they're all a little more alert and a little more intense. And as you kind of look out and everything, and you don't see anything on the horizon, but as you look ahead, you see the water is quickly getting darker. Getting very, very dark, almost black, dark blue. And you hear Thyra say, to whoever's close to her, "Well, that's it. Welcome to the deep death." And that's where we're going to end tonight.
The deep death.
Deep death.
We're in deep doo doo.
All right.
Man, this is very RP heavy. This is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we haven't had a chance just to kind of catch up
Yeah.
and like
True.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
do some character to character stuff for,
Yeah.
for a while.
You got a new character to
Actually
Yeah.
talk to, and work
Another
through
one to
stuff.
catch up with.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't need to talk to you to learn about you.
Talk with my fists.
Way
Fine with
to
other
sound like
people.
a stalker.
I got connections.
That you think you had. I have no idea.
Oh, man.
I don't know either. I'm excited for her to dig up some
Yeah.
shit you don't even know about you.
Exactly. So, really? I did that? I didn't know that about myself.
All right. Well, awesome.
Yep.
Really good stuff.
Fun times.
We will be back next week.
Yep.
We will be off the week of Thanksgiving. I forget whether that's the week after or
21st.
yeah,
It's
the 21st.
Yes, not next
The
week, but the
week
week
after.
after.
Yeah,
2
so
weeks.
we'll have one more
2
week
weeks.
and then we'll have a break for Thanksgiving and then we'll come back for December
Yep.
or the 28th or
28th
whatever it
and then
is. Yeah.
up until the week of Christmas, and then we'll
Yep.
be off for a couple weeks.
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome. So good stuff, and we will be back next week.
Yeah.
See you then.
Bye, guys.
Bye.